Good time.
You know those like medieval like torture devices that they stretch people on? I need like a good stretch on that right now.
Yeah, my back.
I'll see what I can do.
As I get older, my back hurts a lot. I would love one of those like upside down inversion tables. That would be nice.
Yeah, they use this for stretching people and for waterboarding.
Yeah. Either way, it's fun. It's an
Hydration,
experience.
hydration.
I'm gonna waterboard you in dirty dishwater.
Nice.
It's like
There are worse ways to go.
you guys walk into a room. Oh, Denari, they got one of those stretchy table things you wanted.
Yes.
What a coincidence!
You're gonna have to pull the hand that's currently sitting inside the strap out of it, but
Ooh,
So everybody can hear us
Creon.
now?
good deal.
and maybe wipe the bloodstains off the table.
Live? We're on?
Sorry, broken in.
No, not yet. I mean, yeah, we are, but we're not visually. No,
But audibly? So if I say
audibly.
things, it'll
Yeah.
go out
So
there?
if you say your political thing, go ahead.
No, laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in any given nation. Just a promise of violence enacted by the police, and the police are basically an occupying army. That thing?
Dogs should vote.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
He's my big boy. He's gonna vote. Who you gonna vote for? None of your business. All right. All right. Do we know, is Wendy okay?
You
I
put
think
something in
she was-
Facebook.
Oh, okay. She's gonna try to get Brooke to bed, so we'll just NPC her until then. No big deal.
Soup. Bowl of soup.
Yep. Nixie just like the fog clears and everybody's standing upright except Nixie, who's sitting in a bowl of soup.
What's the soup of the night?
Nixie, potato Nixie. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. All right, welcome back. All right, let me get a couple things started here. Share this. Nope, not whiteboard. Not that. Where is the... there it is. Okay, cool. All right, so welcome back, guys. We are back for, I believe this is episode 6 of Chronicles of Galantrie and the Kingdom of Dreams, following the story of the Fateful Five. So, I will let you guys know we do have one absence at the moment. Wendy's got a couple things to take care of, but she will be back. Shouldn't change any outcome of the game. I'm sure she's probably watching. So, bear with us on that. Garrus will be right back. He had to step away for a second, but kind of get a little bit of a recap for the people watching. So, essentially, you guys were bailed out more or less. I mean, we don't know exactly what would have happened, but you were bailed out more or less by Master Yin, who showed up late. He basically told you he has information as to why that was. However, you have a series of questions that you wish to ask him, which you more certainly can on the way to your destination, which is the first location mapped out on the ledger from today's date. And it says that it'll take you a day and a half to get there. That is not including the long rest. So essentially almost 2 days just to get there. And you have 3 days before the poison that is basically taken over everyone except Krevlin. They need to get that antidote within 72 hours or it's not going to be good. So everybody was on horses leaving the city of Pelmoon, heading directly to the location. It looks like the location, based on best guess from the map and the coordinates, that you're heading towards some type of abandoned mine. And that's where we're going to pick up. So it is back to you guys as you are traveling towards this destination.
I want to ask Master Yin, just like when he found out about all this information, and just try to pick his brain, because just to know what's going on, because we're like on death's door if we don't get this thing in the next like 72 hours. So I just want to know what's going on and have more information because we just went to saloon thing and now we got like this poison in us. And
Yeah. What exactly?
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to ask in a polite, respectful way.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and ask him whatever you want to ask him.
So with this guy, like, how long have y'all been watching him? Like, has he been like on the radar for a while?
Well, Monroe has always been a wild card. Not somebody we thought we needed to pinch an eye on, but not until recently. And I mean that with the full extent of saying an eye, when it is quite obvious that I am blind.
Well, the next question I would just wonder is because when you, I think like when this all happened with finding out like that this was going on, like we brought some information in like of this thing that was going on under that dude's house, and like we had a lot of really good like information on that, and it was like, I mean, we told some people and it was kind of weird that they just didn't like, it's almost like they blew us off.
I would not take that as a threat. I would take it more as a sign of respect that one of the highest esteemed armies in Fendaria believed your information enough to investigate it, whereas normally we have somebody coming into town that we're not aware of and they just start saying things as crazy as that sounds. It's less likely they're going to take it credibly unless they respect you enough to do so. Because remember, investigating things like that costs money, it costs lives, it costs time. I can tell you that Lady Prava was very concerned that she would not be back from her current trip on time for you, so she has sent me to in her stead. So I will do my best to represent you, to protect you from threats that may be a little bit beyond your level of expertise, but we will do the best.
Very kind of her.
But I can tell you my reason for being late, which I know was weighs on your head, is we have discovered a little bit of a circle of betrayal in our ranks. And we had to make sure that it wasn't specific to you or your group. And once we figured that out, everything else kind of fell into place. Those individuals have been dealt with, but I was informed to go to a wrong place. And when that was first discovered that I was in the wrong place, I asked them again, and they sent me to a wrong place a second time. It was at that point I realized that their heartbeat did not match with the things they were saying, therefore they were lying. So, needless to say, I got rid of that individual.
Well, if you get in that situation again, I can give you advantage on some of your checks. So there you go. Like, I can help you out. So
how exciting.
Yes.
So
I can guide you.
Do you hear people often tell you how handsome you are, Master Yin?
It's not something I hear too often. I think it's the bald head and the tight skin that throws them off. Maybe this bandana around my eyes. You can say he literally does have like a bandana around his eyes, kind of in the same sense that Daredevil would have, like just a cowl around his eyes. But he is still wearing very nice robes that are like pale moon colors. So you're continuing to ride horseback. If there's anything anybody wants to do or anything else or talk about, they're welcome to. If not, we can skip. We can skip ahead to what would essentially be your guys' first long rest, given the time you're traveling, and the fact that a lot of you are poisoned and you're already feeling very lethargic.
I will say that
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, you're feeling great.
Well, I would want to ask, like, if there's any update on our payment for the previous deal regarding that, because he hasn't told us anything about like when we're getting paid for what we had already agreed to do.
Yes, Pale Moon. One thing that I will tell you, you do not need to worry about, is Pale Moon always pays by the people and right. You will be more than compensated. I would say, given the fact that the antidote in general is going to be quite pricey, and the fact that we have things that Monroe wants does give us a bargaining chip. But we also don't want to play too much with the lives of you and your friends. However, compensation past that, you'll be well compensated, I'm sure. One thing Pale Moon does not lack is treasure. And it's always
That's what I want to hear.
It's always taking care of its people.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry you guys are all feeling so sick. Maybe I could write you a little music, sing a little music on the road to get you going.
I
This
do.
one's for you, Master.
I do love a good tune.
Awesome. You're gonna love this one. Oh, Master Yen, so wise and calm, you move through shadows with a steady balm. Though sight may be a distant friend, your spirit sees what truth transcends. A dance with fists, a graceful art, the blind can see within the heart.
Make a performance check with advantage because it had good lyrics.
19.
19. So Master Yin kind of sits there for a moment, kind of like doing this to your music, and he goes, "Wow, who needs vision when something so beautiful to the ears can be heard?"
I have like
So-
a tear that goes down my eye.
When you lose your vision, I hear that other parts, other senses are heightened. I assume that's the case with you, considering you talked about hearing heartbeats.
Ah, yes. It is a form of truth seeking. Have you heard it? Rolo, you might be familiar with it, being a paladin of. I think you're a paladin of Harsgold, right? Yeah, being a paladin of Harsgold. Zone of truth. It's essentially the same concept, but through perception. I can generally tell when somebody's lying unless they are very good at controlling the beat of their heart. Which is not a very
Okay,
common thing.
Let's test it. Let's test it out. I think Master Yin is very ugly. What is my heart doing?
Given the fact that I know you as well as I do and traveling with you for the short amount of time that I have, and the type of person that you are, and the fact that I just rolled a natural fucking 20, would say that you are definitely lying.
I won. Good one. Oh, he's so good.
Fucking, like, literally, what a waste of a natural 20.
yeah.
Now Master Yin's gonna go to do, like, a dragon kick, and he's gonna not want to fall off a cliff.
Oh, no.
I want to be in the sequel! Alright. Anything else you guys want to talk about or do? Keep in mind, long rest, some of you have characters where you can change your spell lists depending on that. I don't think warlocks and paladins can do that, but druids can change theirs at a long rest. And so can clerics.
And we did level up last time, correct?
Yeah, you're 6. Everybody but... I already checked. Everybody but Garrus had already leveled up, and he's taking care of it.
Oh, awesome.
So, all right. Well, we will go ahead and skip ahead to the point that you guys find what looks like a pretty... I'd say roughly about... With horses going at a steady pace, you could get there you would get there in half the time you normally would. So we'll say... After riding for about 14 hours, it's probably best to take a rest and get prepared for the next part of the travel. The area that you would be going towards, passing through the Emerald Fields, heading to this abandoned mine, it would be a very kind of grassy, not a whole lot of trees, just really tall grass in most directions. And you can see a lot of like critters live in this area. Yeah, that's basically just tall grass, pretty much as far as the eyes can see. And you're welcome to do with that what you want. It is late, so even though you can see the tall grass, it's still very dark out.
Yes. Maybe you should make camp. I know it doesn't matter to you, Mr. Yin, but it's probably a bit more dangerous to travel at night. And it's just grass as far as the ear can hear at this point, but probably best that we don't roll our ankles.
I agree.
Bust our hooves.
Yeah, we can rest.
Yeah, I think
Very
it's
well.
a good time to rest.
This seems like a good tranquil area. I don't hear anything out there, and I'm guessing there's nothing bad coming towards us.
That's my guess too.
All right, well, let's have ourselves a nice, quiet evening with some food and music, perhaps. And I know some of you are probably not feeling the greatest, but we're working on it. So stay strong. So as that's happening, Master Yin is going to kind of sit over on a rock area and just kind of like close his eyes and start meditating. You got a nice little clearing in an area you found that where there's some rocks, some taller grass, but you're able to push some of that grass down to make a temporary livable area. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about during this or do, you're welcome to. Otherwise, just let me know what order people want to stand watch or hear.
Well, did not think I'd be poisoned this early on with this group. Could say that.
Yeah, and you guys are
Yeah,
you're not like in like excruciating pain, but it's like kind of like whenever it's that feeling where you know you're getting sick, like a little itch in the back of your throat, stomach's in knots, headache coming on. It's kind of like that continuously.
Is Master Yin? Can we talk to him and ask him questions?
Yeah, I mean he's meditating, but you can definitely ask him questions. He didn't say to leave him alone.
Yeah, I would just want to ask him about the poison that's being used on us, like if he's ever seen it before and what he knows about it, because that's
okay.
I mean, that's pretty strong potion if it's a poison, if it's going to kill you in 3 days and there's nothing you can do to get around it.
Yes, the poison. That particular poison fetches a quite nice price of 8,000 gold, and it can be applied essentially with the applicant of that amount could typically be applied in up to 6 blades.
Oh wow!
Or
how would you
multiple cups?
Could we get it? Like, do you expect that we may have to, get into a fight with these guys and then if so, if there happened to be some of that left over, would you trust us with it? If we were able to take it.
If the king trusts you, I trust you, and the king does not seem to have any distrust towards you and your friends. I would not be here otherwise. And if we thought you a credible threat, we would have already taken you out. So I
do appreciate you coming to help us out. I mean, I was a little frustrated at first, but you answered my questions really well, and it's just no one wants to be told they're going to die in 3 days. So
I understand. And
sounds like a bad play.
And we will make sure that doesn't happen. However, there are contingency plans in place if something was to happen. And we also, as far as the poison's concerned, I can tell you, if I was to find some of that, I would be more than willing to share it with you, or to let you have it indeed, because I do not need such things. However, I do know that there's only one poisoner in existence that is capable of making such a potion, and I did hear that Monroe killed him if I did not. Somebody had said that, basically told us that he put a knife in his chest and asked if 8,000 gold was worth the soul of a man. I do not know this.
8,000 gold's a lot.
I do not know the specific person or the truth of what he was telling, but the only one person I know capable of making such a poison would be in Freeport, which is quite a distance from here.
Oh, wow. Do you think it maybe could have been, like, poison from that, like, giant spider thing that some of my friends saw?
I do not believe that would be the poison of a demigod or a drider. If it was the poison of a demigod, it would probably kill you instantly as opposed to 3 days.
Oh.
So if there's a person in Freeport who knows how to make this potion, do they know how to make an antidote that we don't have to pay for? That $8,000 for?
No,
He's the only person capable of making the poison would be the only one capable of making the antidote, and he said he killed that person.
Oh, I thought you said he killed the person in Pale Moon, not in Freeport.
No, he never. I mean, he could have, but
Is there a generic brand of this? That's what we're trying to find.
Yeah,
it is, but our insurance doesn't cover it. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
yeah. Your
co-pays are a a little outrageous right
your
now.
claim has been denied.
And prior authorization was denied as well.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna. Don't worry.
It was a pre-existing condition.
Yeah, don't worry. When I get back to Pale Moon, I'm going to call your insurance company and just get this all figured out. No, he does tell you it's a rare poison, and the only thing more rare than poison is an antidote for said poison. Because most people who intend to have such a poison are only going to have an antidote more than likely for themselves in case it backfires. But the antidote would be the same price. Now, are there other people out there capable of making such a thing? Possibly, probably. Just not probably in this continent. Arcania would know a lot more than...
Well, it's just 3 days. No worries. I've had hangovers that lasted longer than that. We're going to get that antidote and get you fixed right up.
You're not the one poisoned.
Yeah, says the guy who's not poisoned.
Yeah, nothing to worry. We're going to get it taken
I
care of.
appreciate the confidence.
He
but-
is staying confident for you. That's he's not...
what?
We're gonna
I've
die!
already- listen, it's fine. I've already started penning the ballad of your miraculous recovery.
Well, see, I was gonna ask you
obviously-
something, Prevalent. I was gonna ask you something totally different. I was gonna say, like, just because I may only get to hang out with you another day or two, depending on how this goes down, I was gonna see if you could like write a song like of my and all of our obituaries in case something did happen to us, because we would want a great song from a great musician like yourself to be played.
I'm already working on writing. I'm already working on writing this ballad of your miraculous recovery, and believe me, I'm not going to write it if it's not going to come true.
And it says, it's my friend Rolo and our giant adventure.
No.
So, yeah.
Roland,
So,
tomorrow can I ride on your shoulders?
Of course. Yeah, I wouldn't care.
yeah, the tallest view in the city.
Yeah.
Or in
Would
the
that
forest,
slow me
rather.
down at all? Would I take
No.
any like negative thing from it? Because
Not with a +3 to strength.
oh,
A +3 to strength, like if you could lift a normal sized human and suffer no penalties. If you were lifting another person your size, then yes, you would have a penalty.
nice. Yeah, I don't care if we jump on my shoulders. Like we can make one mega person.
You could probably hold Nixie, Krevlin, and either Janeri or Olynthe, and probably still walk normal speed if you had to.
Nice.
Like one under
Good
each,
things to know.
one under each arm. But
Do we have any wine with us? Did we bring some alcohol? Do we need to break out the pipe?
I've
Yeah.
got a bottle of wine in the inventory.
you see,
Yeah, I
Master
think I bought
Yin,
everybody a bottle of wine before. I
I
don't think we
didn't-
got to enjoy it because we were almost
Yeah, I
dead.
didn't drink mine.
you see Master Yin kind of perk up. Wine?
Wine? We got some wine. I've got some smoke here. I got a pipe.
I do enjoy a sweet taste of the spirits.
Yes.
I don't have any glasses, but you can
Quite
have this
nice.
bottle if you'd like.
Yes, if you do not mind, I would love some.
Hand it to him.
Okay, he like takes it and like without like missing a beat, his eyes just like quick flash and the cork just goes thump, right off of it. And he's like, "Do we have any glasses? I don't want to be a pig here. Plus, I need to let it breathe."
You gotta let the wine breathe. Do we have glasses? Get this man a glass.
I don't have any
Surely
glasses.
we have surely we have glasses in our camping gear. Here, hold on. I'm gonna get a glass.
I'm
I
sure
have a
you-
glass.
I'm
I
sure you have.
definitely have a
Yeah.
cup.
I'm sure you have a cup of some sort. So you hand it to him. He pours it, and he's like, sets it down. He's like, "Ah, yes. Ah. Oh, the legs on this. Ah. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going in." Yeah. Oh, yes. That is it. That is the thing. Oh, if this was the blood of Harsgald, he must have been hammered 24/7. Oh. He continues to drink it. Yeah, he's definitely a wine fan.
Good to
I'm
know.
gonna keep playing. I'm gonna play some music on my lute.
Okay. So make a performance check. This
24.
entire very beautiful music throughout the night. Everybody's like enjoying themselves. It's kind of like going on a panoramic camera view around, and then it goes past like Daenerys like working on something, Rolo sharpening his blade, Alinthi playing with Druidcraft, Krevlin playing music, and Nixie's face just sitting in soup. Like just pans around.
Nixie. Your face out of that soup, Nixie. What are you doing?
She just really loves her soup.
She
She's really
just
enjoying
loves
it.
it. Little
She's
occasion.
stressed.
Yeah.
She's poisoned.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you know she's alive because occasionally there's a couple bubbles that shoot up, but
We like lift her head up a little bit. Let her
yeah,
breathe.
she's good. Put it back down. So,
Mr. Yin, no doubt your martial
Yes.
skills are leagues beyond anything I could ever muster.
Mhm.
I can barely keep my two hooves out of trouble, yes, but I could never flow like you flow. Still, I can't help but wondering, might this humble bard, such as myself, tempt you in a dance?
Absolutely, I do enjoy a good dance. So
Yeah.
he kind of like jumps off the thing and kind of walks over and kind of brushes himself off, a little dirt that he might have on him from the travels, and
I want to keep spirits high with everybody else being poisoned.
he's like, do you care to lead?
Of course.
All right, go
It's gonna
ahead.
have to be. It's going to have to be a dance. You know, I'm going to strum my lute while we dance. So I'm
Absolutely.
dancing and playing. But
All right, so go ahead and make a performance check, and he will as well.
18.
Okay, he got a 17. So, yeah, it's they just start having some like dancing. Start off a little serious, and then it kind of moves into like some playful with more upbeat music. And like the night area in this is like the Emerald Fields are a very beautiful place. Lots of wildlife, and as it gets darker, it kind of maintains the same temperature. It's not bad. It's a little around like the 75, 74 range. So for most of you, that's pretty good. And so a little bit of a cooler night. And you have like little fireflies that start coming out. It seems like they're attracted to the music and the nearby fire. And it's just all together, just a really nice night. Moving past that on what everybody wants to do, you can continue to talk to each other. If everybody decides that they want to sleep, we just need to know who's going to be keeping watch in what order.
It's such a beautiful night. It's only too bad you can't enjoy it. And I only wish that I could enjoy this soundscape to the same depths that you are.
Ah, yes. I feel that sometimes I can hear the notes.
Notes.
Hear the notes.
I can also hear the notes.
Good.
I can hear. Time for bed.
It's a very
It's
good.
pretty late.
It's a very good skill to have. So,
I'll take first. Listen.
okay.
I can take the first watch and then wake you up, Daenerys, if you want to take the next one.
Alright.
That works.
Okay, so everybody kind of starts settling for bed. Master Yin literally just kind of goes over to a nearby tree and just kind of leans back against it and closes his eyes.
Maybe tomorrow. Sometimes I have issues with nightmares. Maybe you could teach me some nice meditation skills to help me sleep better and not be haunted by these dreams at night of this.
I would love to. So
All right. Well, good night.
good night to you. All right, so Lynthy, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Hang on. Oh, can't find anything. 12.
12. Okay. So, kind of sitting around, everybody's kind of like, drifting off to sleep and doing their own kind of little sleeping habits and whatever they might do for their sleepy time, kind of taking care of that. And the night, for the most part, goes uneventful. Occasionally, you hear noises nearby of like critters and things like that. Nothing that's really concerning. You don't hear growling or anything fighting. You hear the occasional bird, the occasional noises that might be like a fox or some other type of animal. Nothing too loud. So or big. So other than that, yeah, nothing really happens, and your time period's up for you to take your trance and put whoever you want to keep watch.
Mary, wake up.
Okay, I'm awake.
All right. So
Sorry, I know you probably don't want to take watch all the time, but we can't trust the boys anymore.
Yeah, well.
and Nixie
Yeah.
Nixie hasn't taken her face out of that damn soup, so we can't trust her either.
Maybe we should make sure she's breathing before I go to
Oh
bed.
shit! Did somebody forget to check that? She's
Sure.
she's dead. Like it's
She's
been
good. She's
it's
good. Put her
been
back
too
down.
long. She's definitely dead. Too long.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need anything. I'm just gonna go do my trance.
Have a good one.
All right, Daenerys, give me a perception check.
An 8.
An 8. Okay. So you're really tired. You don't fall asleep on watch, thankfully, but you come pretty
Better
damn
not.
close. And you know there's times where you heard things that sounded like they could be concerning, but unless it just came into your immediate scope, you're like, yeah, I don't know, whatever. And just kind of, you
I'm
know.
poisoned anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll need to wake up one more person because essentially 2 hours each to get your full sleep. So Rolo or Krevlin are going to be your options.
Oh no.
I'm gonna wake up the one guy that's not poisoned.
It's probably a good choice. Krevlin,
Look at him.
Oh, breathe on.
make your perception check.
Let's go. Full health you
No,
on
I'm
watch.
sleeping. I'm asleep. How many watching for you? What?
Wakey. Your turn.
She said, don't give me any crap. I'm poisoned, you little shit.
Oh, because you wanted 1,000 gold.
I hope it was worth it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just give me a perception check when you can, Garrus. You're muted if you might know already. I don't know. There you go.
Wheel.
What'd you get? 12?
12.
Okay. So yeah, you a little bit more aware than Daenerys. You still hear a couple things, but nothing that seems of concern. Harmless critters. There's a couple times where the fireflies kind of come back into circulation near the fire, and it's just a very overall pleasant night. And everybody kind of wakes up around the same
Before
time.
everybody wakes up, I'm the last one on watch.
Yes.
I mean, he's a little bit half-hearted with he doesn't want to ever be. He doesn't like to take watch. He's never his thing.
Yeah.
But I guess like shortly before everybody wakes up, I'll make a pretty good breakfast.
Sure. So you start working on that breakfast. While that's being made, and I'll let you describe that in a minute. While that's being made, Alenthi, you... oh, there we go. Nixie's head's coming up out of that soup! Woo!
I emerged from the soup.
Yes!
Welcome.
Use your napkin. Okay, so I made sure everybody has cloth napkins for their soup. Okay, so...
That's good. As often
yeah.
as we fall into it, we probably need them.
Alenthi, you sleep good. You still get a full 8 hours, but towards the end of the night, you do have a little bit of kind of like a fever dream of sorts, and you don't know if it's because of the poison or just because of the things that you know of your past. And you're kind of sitting there, and you turning, and then you kind of like open your eyes to like see if it's morning yet from your trance. And as you kind of get up and look, you're in a bed inside some type of home, and the door's wide open, and you can hear what sounds like very faint screaming in the distance. What would you like to do? Sit there till I wake up again. Sit there till I wake up again.
Yeah, close my eyes and put my head under the covers.
Pull the blanket over my head.
It's not real.
Make a prayer check.
I guess just kind of like poke my head kind of outside whatever door is there.
Okay.
And
So
see
you look
what's
outside the
going
door, and you can smell and see in the distance, and you can really smell it. It smells like burnt wood and like there's definitely a fire somewhere nearby, and there's smoke everywhere. And you can hear the faint screaming, and you swear once or twice through that screaming you can hear Valente. You can hear your name being whispered in the distance.
on. I'm gonna go toward the screaming.
Sure. As you walk towards it, it does get consistently louder. The smoke, you're starting to see more now, and it's starting to get a lot thicker. And the smell is just overbearing, like to the point that you're almost coughing, like almost gonna have to make constitution checks. It's so bad. And you manage to kind of get a little bit lower underneath it to try to help with that, covering your face where you can. As you come into the clearing, you see what looks like numerous, just like that. You see numerous like little fire pits that have been made with like stakes on them, and people are tied to them, and their bodies are just burning. And as this is happening in the whole area, there's ash everywhere and smoke everywhere, and the screaming from all directions, and not sure what's going on. In the very far distance through all this, almost like the glare, like that kind of like almost like watery look in the air, looking through fire in the distance, seeing all the smoke come through it, you see a dark figure kind of just sitting there with a claw-like hand that has fire just around it. And this dark figure, it almost looks like the darkness of it is kind of crawling up and around its legs, up its body. And right as the like watching this gets to the center of it, you see what looks like, very quickly and very faintly, you see what looks like something opening, and you swear you see some type of yellow light or eye. And as that happens, you snap back out of it, and you...
Great, it was just getting good.
You smell delicious breakfast cooking. And you see Krevlin over there kind of like singing to himself, cooking breakfast.
Oh, it was just Krevlin's fire that I smelled.
Rise and shine, my dear half-poisoned comrades. Behold, I have a feast to remind you there is still some joy in this cruel, cruel world. Eggs, mushrooms, foraged berries, and something that I'm fairly sure is an edible greenery. I'm going to call it Walking Delight, which is patent pending. Don't steal it. Which, yes, I know, applause later, tasting first. If you experience any mild tingling, it's probably just your excitement. And if not, well, let's just say it'll match the poison, and I promise you it will not kill you faster.
Can I nature check the ingredients real quick?
You can, and I also, as soon as you do that, I need everybody but Krevlin to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, no.
I'm nature checking this before I eat it.
That's fine.
That's a 20.
Okay.
We need to roll a Constitution saving throw?
Yep, Constitution saving throw.
18.
Okay, and what did you get, Wendy, for that? 20?
Oh, it was a 20,
okay.
And then my saving throw is a natural 20.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it does smell very good. It's got kind of like almost like a minty smell to it, and you're not sure how good that will go with everything else, but you see a lot of the wildlife eating a lot of the greenery around here, so you figure that if there is anything out here that's bad for you, Krevlin would have to have pretty bad luck to find that one thing you're not supposed to eat. But
okay,
it does seem like it's good. Now,
feeding you guys the things that they are eating. I know how to pick wild berries.
Elinthi, what did you get on your con save?
18.
18. Okay, you still feel like absolute shit, but you do not have any lingering effects for the day.
Especially after my fun dream.
Yeah, Rolo, what'd you get?
16.
16. You also feel like absolute shit, but you don't have any lingering effects for the day. Daenerys?
14.
14. Okay, Daenerys, you feel like shit and a little bit worse than the others, and you actually have a level of exhaustion, which is disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, good.
Not saving throws or fighting, just ability checks. So if you want to do like a climb check, it's going to be with disadvantage. So,
okay.
And then Nixie, you also, with a natural 20, you feel like shit, but no lingering effects.
Let me ask, has anybody here Does anybody here wear no armor at all, other than me? I wear no armor. Does anybody else wear no armor at all?
No
Okay.
armor.
So I have mage armor, which lasts 8 hours. It says that I can. It's because it's an invocation. It's my Eldritch invocation, and I can cast it at will. And it just says that it's an action. The range is touch, so I have to touch them, but it doesn't say anything about it. Like, it doesn't have to only be me. Can I do this, like, for myself and anybody else? It takes your it makes your AC is 13 plus your dexterity modifier. So I don't know if that would help you or not, but
Let me see. 13 plus dex. It would keep it the same because I get my dex and my wisdom to mine.
well, what about you? What about you, Mr. Yin? I see you're not wearing any armor.
Thank you, though.
I am fine, thank you.
Okay, well, I'm going to cast it on myself,
Sure.
as I do with every morning.
And Krevlin, may I say that this breakfast is absolutely wonderful.
Thank you so much, Master Yin. That's very kind of you.
Yes.
If you have a heightened sense of taste, I actually tried very extra
Oh,
hard
I
to
do.
make sure that it tasted very good.
I can taste the inconsistencies in food, and I taste very little in this. Very little inconsistencies. So good.
Oh, good.
Just continues to eat a little more. All right.
You know, Brevlin, you're such a great breakfast cooker. Why don't you always take last watch?
I mean, that is a way to get him to do it. Play with his ego.
I cannot see, but I don't think he likes that.
We'll see. We'll see how that works out for us.
Oh, but we love your breakfast so much. It's the best.
It's really good.
It really is delicious.
You did pretty good, isn't it? I did a really good job, didn't I?
You really did.
All right. You
We should
convinced
sing a
me
song
I will
about your
make us
breakfast.
Could do that. Walking delight. I don't know that it'll be the same every day, considering like I've been picking up this greenery and these mushrooms. I've been picking these up every day, just along the path. Whenever I see them, I'll grab one. Maybe tomorrow we could, just for protein, I could add some crickets, grasshoppers that we find. Those are pretty good.
Considering
Yeah,
I
I'd be okay
am a
with that.
vegetarian, I
Yeah,
would
this is getting-
skip the crickets.
Okay, no crickets for you, vegetarian. Gotcha. That's a
I'll
good
eat 'em.
idea. All right.
I'm not against trying new things.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
So as you guys are talking, you do see this little critter run up to where the food is set out, and this little critter runs up and grabs some of the grass that you found cooked up, and it like looks at all of you and goes, and then like takes it and runs off into the nearby brush and seems to really be enjoying it. You just hear like slow eating. And he's like, well,
Great.
Krevin, it seems your food is a hit with the wildlife.
It's time to be on our way. Let's go.
Yes, let us. We have an important location to get
Yeah,
to.
We got an antidote to get.
We sure do.
Can't
Nice
waste
to
any
not
more
be
time.
poisoned.
All right, so you guys
Guys,
are.
what do you think about when we find Monroe? What do you think about maybe just killing him?
I just want to know why he has a demigod, and then you guys can do whatever you want.
How about a
Kind of
long,
point we-
slow torture?
Yeah,
We can just kill him.
I agree with the killing.
I think we should just kill him.
Take his potion. If he doesn't need that
Yeah,
potion,
get the potion. We're gonna get that antidote, and then I think we can just kill him.
that potion can be very valuable. I'm not saying like now, but let's say we get down the road and we're in a situation, and you never know. You never know when you're going to need to kill somebody in 3 days.
I do not.
Oh, the poison.
We might get some information from him, see if he has anybody else doing some dark deeds and making sure he's.
So-
And I was thinking, it is kind of interesting that the queen is so sick. Do you think maybe he had a hand in that?
Could
Well,
possibly have.
I think we should kill him.
Dark magic and unique poisons would be easy enough.
I mean, if anybody has to speak with dead, you can kill them and ask questions later.
I don't think we have that.
Also,
You only get 3 questions, though.
just so you know, Master Yin does kind of perk up a little bit. He's like, I do not want to be that person, but it is unlikely that Monroe will be the one that we get to. It will probably be more likely one of his executives. However,
Well, I
keep
need to
that
find-
energy when we do find him. I hope
We're about to kill him.
we will do everything in our power to get the information we need and leave the rest to you. I don't think anybody deserves to kill him more than you or group.
Anybody who has these spells available, a fun little game that we could play is speak with animals, speak with plants, and speak to dead, and then just ask everything that we come across what their name is and like what's their deal.
Yes, that sounds very fun. Let me get my Xanathar's guide. I'll be right back.
I can speak with animals, but they're not usually. They don't have exciting lives most of the time.
I don't think I have anything fun like that.
Yeah, I've had it, but I changed it after one of these sessions. It's like after a long rest, so. Thanks for trying.
You just ask a nearby tulip what its name is. My name's Daisy the Tulip.
Speak with animals is level 3,
That's
and speak with animals
confusing.
is I think speak with animals is level 1,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and speak with plants is level 3 for some reason. I don't remember why.
it's
I get
more.
speak with animals as part of my
It's more complex.
race. I think it's my forest gnome heritage.
There's probably more plants out there too, like that you could speak to, because you could basically just talk to the grass, and there's
Right.
probably grass almost everywhere.
Henry Crabgrass.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah,
But would it just be a single blade of grass, or would it be a patch of grass?
it'd probably be a patch of grass.
Okay.
True,
What about
because
that giant-
the shared root system is what technically consists of the one plant.
Yeah, I'd say it's a
Yeah, what
high,
about
like
that
a
giant
hive
tree
mind.
that's like a whole forest, but it's one tree? Because it's
Oh,
all one
yeah.
network tree.
I would say trees probably have independent communication because they can.
There's one tree where it's like a bunch of trees. It's like a forest where it's technically the same tree with offshoots.
Yeah,
I would say that one would be one tree, one voice, but it would be able to speak out of any of the trunks.
I want to go talk to
They
that
are
tree.
multi personalities.
so
Or not.
Alenthi
That'd be a
also.
frightening tree.
Alenthi, you do realize also that the flashback you're getting happens to be in some type of big forest, and you vaguely remember it, but you don't know exactly what it is. But every time you go to it, it's this huge forest area just burning, and like elves everywhere, dead or on fire. So,
Something bad happened in your past.
I mean, Nixie, you would know that. If she wants to share it with you, she can. I don't know if you share this information or not.
Probably not.
Do
Or
not.
unless
Okay.
you seem very private, so I didn't think your character would likely share necessarily that level of fear with us.
But yeah, Wendy knows what's going on, just not Nixie.
I don't
So,
know, Nixie is clueless. She's enjoying a weird mushroom breakfast and trying not to feel poisoned.
So you continue on for a while longer. Anything anybody wants to do? You had your long rest, so if there's any spells that clerics or druids are going to change, now's the time.
Right on Rollo's shoulder.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Ooh, I will, maybe Krevlin and I can look together for things to add to dinner tonight.
Sure. While you're traveling, just kind of make a. I'll give you the choice of perception or nature or survival.
My nature's higher. I'll take that one.
Okay.
19.
19. You don't necessarily find something that might be good to eat, but you do.
We tied.
Also got a 19.
Okay, so both of you kind of see the same thing at the same time. It's not necessarily something that might be edible, but you know you've seen this before, and it looks like a kind of a patch of a type of mushroom that is generally used to make a healing potion.
Oh,
Hmm.
definitely pick some of those.
Sure. So go ahead and you can go ahead and say, we'll say upon picking them, you do have to be careful with the delicacy of it. Give me a sleight of hand check just to see how many you are able to pick up without just damaging.
Sleight of hand's not my best. Ooh, that's an 8.
7.
Okay, 7 and 8. Between the two of you, there's probably about 8 to pick. Between the two of you, you got 3.
You do that thing where we go to grab the same one at the same time and our hands touch on each other, and then we look up slowly and make eye contact. Oh, I'm so sorry.
And then you're like, you fucking ruined it, mate! You ruined the mushroom.
Say that.
Yeah, no, that can very much happen. Master Yin's just like, smells like friendship in the air.
Nixie's just sad about the smashed mushrooms.
Yeah.
We lost over a half.
So you do find 3 if you want to add that to your inventory.
Will do.
I'll let you do it.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do on the
Going.
way to your destination? All right. It gets
Ride
towards.
on Rolo's shoulder.
It does get towards the point where you are going to want where you would probably start thinking about taking another rest, but you kind of are getting closer at this point to the destination. At that point, I need everybody but Krevlin to make another Constitution saving throw.
Can I have disadvantage?
Yes. No, not on saving throws, on ability checks.
Okay. Thank God.
I got a 10.
Okay. So
No, that's a 15.
you have a level of exhaustion. You have a level of exhaustion, Rolo. Nixie, you have a level of exhaustion. Olympia, what'd you get?
I got also a 10.
Okay, the level of exhaustion. Denari, you do not get another level of exhaustion with a 19. So you still have your same 1, but you don't have 2, which is way worse. So everybody
So
has
one-
disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh.
Not on saving throws, not on anything like that, not on attacks or anything, just ability checks. Which does suck, but it's not the worst possible thing. 2 levels of exhaustion would make everything very difficult. So, yeah, so you guys are definitely feeling this poison kind of start claiming its territory inside your systems, and it does not feel good. At this point, Master Yin says, I smell. Yes, we are near the mines. And you kind of like look around, and you guys can't see a nearby mountain system that goes off against the other side of this massive mountain system would be the coast, but this like we're talking like mountains for miles, like probably 80 or 90 miles. And you kind of come around this area, and he's kind of looking around. And he says, any of you that are good at reading a map, check the coordinates with the area of where we're at. And he hands you he pulls out this like sextant tool and hands it to somebody who can use it to figure out exactly where we're at. Stop smiling, perverts.
Nice. A what tool?
A sextant.
Nice.
I have survival, but it's +6. Does anyone have a higher survival?
Go to the
You have a sextant, so you'll get advantage on the check. So whoever has a higher survival can do it.
Mine's a +4.
I would like to help you, but unfortunately that is not something I'm very skilled with.
Oh, you
That's
can't
okay. You
feel
seem
the
skilled with
paper?
many other things.
Ah, indeed.
Okay, I'll give it a try then. Fingers. Hey, the advantage helped some. That gave me a 16.
Okay. Yeah, so based on what you're able to ascertain, Nixie, you do figure out that based on this map, you're less than a mile from where you need to be, and you even are able to figure out the exact trajectory of where you need to go. So
Yay!
you guys head that direction.
Follow me.
You head that direction. It is getting dark out at this point again, and as you've rode for most of the day, and you turn this corner where you see a couple of lit torches to what looks like a mountain entrance that has a bunch of boards on it that's been completely boarded up. And oh, hang on. Sorry.
That's suspicious. It's boarded up and lit up.
Well, no, there's torches nearby, but the area is lit up, like nearby torch fire, and you do see what looks like a couple of individuals that are sitting there as if they're waiting, and one of them has a crossbow. One of them is a lot nicer dressed with what looks like plate armor, and has a blade to his side.
Maybe we should be a bit stealthy.
It's up to you.
Going up to this opening
Yeah.
of this.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
It is.
Are we? What's the plan? Are we just going right in?
It is a point to note that if you decide to do, if you decide to fight these people, and they have the antidote on them, you're going to risk breaking the antidote. So just keep that in mind.
Ah, it's right. We got to go to the what did he said to give this ledger to give the ledger to the people at this location, right?
He said give it to his people
Yeah.
at this location,
And then he'll give us the antidote.
and then the antidote will be traded for it.
Ah, perfect. Let's do it.
Just walk up like.
Yeah,
All right.
we were expected and invited.
So
What
you.
do we have to lose?
Okay, if you guys are going to turn the corner together, Master Yin's kind of in the back part of the group, kind of like sensing behind you, and yeah, you can see his ears perking up.
Is there any more people other than these two that you can hear that we can't see?
No. Not that you can hear or see currently. Okay,
Okay.
so all right. At this point, you the individual looks at you and says, "Halt! Identify
Oh, yep,
yourselves."
I'm Criblin, and we're here to see Monroe.
Mr. Adams.
No, Criblin.
Of course. That's what I meant. Krevlin. So he says, map in the ledger. Before you come any closer, please show it to us.
Okay.
You guys notice while you're talking to them, Master Yin's ears are kind of perked up, and he starts walking towards the mountain. Just seems to be very attracted to it for some reason.
Beautiful mountain. Anyway, yes, you're all looking well. Considering you've been missing this little book of secrets, seems that we've liberated it from you, and we're willing to give it back. I'm sure you all are dying to have it back, but my friend here are literally on a timer. My friends here, all of them, and so here's the pitch. We'll give you this ledger, pristine condition. In return, you promptly provide us with this antidote, all of it. No half measures, no samples. I don't want a sample dose. Just I want them to walk out of here healthy. And you can get whatever your accounting book that you need back. And then we can part ways. No further unpleasantries.
And the map.
Of course, yeah, the map too. And yeah, no worries.
All right.
The map and the ledger in exchange for the antidote for all my friends.
Here's what we will do. You will bring the map and ledger towards me. I will have my man bring the antidote towards your friends, and we will do a swift change at the same time.
Cool. Yep, sounds good. Let's do it. I'm gonna walk up. Can I look and make sure that is actually like nothing?
Yeah, make a perception
Can I
check.
tell if they're trying to do anything funny?
Make or actually make an insight check. That'd be insight.
16.
16. He doesn't look like he's being untruthful. Like, it's almost like they may not want to risk losing that information. That the information that, as much as Monroe probably hates you guys for what you did, the map and the ledger seem to be more important to him at the moment. Now, will they try something later or after this? You can't really tell, but you can tell that he seems to be being truthful.
All I care about is, was it 4 of you? 4 doses of the antidote, and then we're clear?
Mm-hmm.
4 full doses of the antidote in exchange for a map and a ledger.
So, yeah, that's fine. So, as that's happening, you guys do notice Master Yin is now squatted down near the mountain, and his hand is on the dirt, and he is, like, his eye, I mean, you can't, like, he has his actual eyelids closed, but, he's blind. But it's almost like he's concentrating on something. And, as that's happening, yeah, he sends this guy over, and the guy in plate mail, I wouldn't say he looks scared. He looks like he might be a little nervous, but he doesn't look scared. And he says, all right, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. And the other guy hands you guys what looks like 4 vials.
All right.
Do you hand the map and ledger?
Yeah. Take
Okay.
those. Take them. Take them. Take
He
those
takes them
vials,
from me.
quick.
Pleasure doing
Yep, we
business
take the
with you.
vials.
All right.
Take
Take
it.
them. Take antidotes.
All right.
4 antidotes.
So you guys are
Just
welcome.
Pop the lid and chug it.
All 4 of them, or
No, just one. I took one.
I popped the
Nixie
corks and
already
take it
grabbed
all.
Dixie already grabbed her.
I
she
take all
said.
4.
I'm just joking. Okay, so
I take all 4 doses.
I take all 4. Like,
Oh my god.
not only are you like,
Just being safe.
not only are you
like a
unpoisonable, but you're really unpoisonable. All right, so yeah. As you guys take the
Yeah,
antidote,
give them the antidote.
you still feel terrible, but you do feel like you do feel a warm sensation in your stomach. And being that most of you are capable of well, all of you are capable of forms of magic, you can tell that whatever this is doing a job and more than likely doing its job. So you feel like you're that overwhelming sense of doom seems to be kind of put in check at the moment.
Yay!
You still have a level of exhaustion, but that will go away with a successful long rest. Granted, nothing else happens between now and then. As this happens, he goes, "Good. Now, I'm afraid
Believe our business here is done.
I'm
so
afraid not. I'm afraid the more difficult part is going to be next." So, and he says, you see him kind of look over, and he says, "Artemis?" And in the distance, you hear what sounds like heavy footfalls.
Oh no.
As it gets closer, you see off in the clearing a massive shadow. And by massive, I mean roughly the size of Rolo. So massive. And much wider. And you see another Minotaur come out of the trees with... you see he has in his hand a giant hammer. And at the end of the hammer looks like the actual head of a Minotaur. And the horns are kind of like almost stuck out like blades. And very well dressed and looks very menacing. Kind of a darker brown with like lighter tones across different parts of the skin with what light you have here reflects off of it. You don't see a drop of baby oil. And as he walks up, he kind of puts his mace on his shoulder, resting it. And he looks down at the individual plate mail and he says, "You rang, sir." And as he looks up, he says, "Monroe made it very clear that the antidote for the map and the ledger is perfectly good. However, there still lays the lingering problem of you killing one of his friends, 2 of his friends, actually. So, he is going to allow you to pick, Krevlin, but one of your friends is going to die. So which one would you like?"
but I didn't kill anybody.
Look, blood is necessary, and it's going to have to happen. I will allow you to pick. If you don't pick in the next, let's give you 3 minutes, because I know it's a difficult decision. 3 minutes,
You are my friend.
then I will choose
Can
for
I-
you.
Can we just attack at this point?
So, if you want to start out that way, you can. However, as you're like grabbing your sword and shield in your true Rolo fashion, like, I think of a threaten me. You guys then see Master Yin kind of jump up, walk towards you guys, look at you all, and say, "We have a problem."
What's the problem?
Yeah, they're trying to kill one of us.
You disguise this big
What's
guy?
the other problem?
I can hear voices.
Another one?
I can hear voices beneath us, children's
I
voices.
hear voices.
And he
Are they in danger?
he like leans back down and puts his hand on the ground, focuses for a second, and the guy with the plate mail is like, "What is he doing?" And and then he gets back up. He says, "Yes, slaves, hitting rock, being whipped by larger individuals. You and your friends need to get down there. They are in danger." And he points.
So are you gonna fight this guy?
He points towards the flow of wind is coming out of that mountain, where he points at the wooden boards. He goes, "Do what you need to do to get there. Leave them to me." And he kind of walks past you guys, and the other individual goes, "Leave them to you. And who are you? bald man. He kind of just sits there and kind of starts basically tightening the things around his wrists, and you see him kind of lean down and pick up some dirt and start rubbing it through his fingers. Starts doing this and then drops it. As this is happening, you guys see what looks like a pixie come flying by, basically flips back around and flies over and lands on the Minotaur's shoulder, and kind of like sits down, looks wearing very bright, vibrant colors, and looks at you all and says, "Ah, these the folks?" And he looks at me and says, "Indeed it is." She goes, "Well, howdy to you, enemies of Monroe. My name's Quinn. This here is Artemis." And she like points down at him. "So, have they chose yet? I hope I didn't miss it." It's like, "Not yet. Apparently this individual thinks he's going to handle us." So what are you guys doing at this point where they're having this conversation?
Well, I trust him to handle himself.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
You're on your own, bro.
And I did hear that there were children being hurt below, so let's try to break through that.
All right, who's going to try to break the boards?
I say we have Rolo do it.
Rolo, can you run over there and break those boards?
Sure.
Okay.
So I just go. What do I have to do? Strength check?
Make a straight attack. No, just make a straight attack.
Okay. Roll.
I mean, it's got a DC of 10, so...
Okay, shouldn't take much.
And they're old boards. They're covered in like vegetation and muck. They've been there for a while.
Yeah, natural 15. So
Yeah, okay. So you just splinter them all the way down, and as that happens, the individual in plate mail says, "Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?" And Master Yin like runs up to him and he turns to you guys. He goes, save them all." And he runs up to him and he's like, "I can't let you do." And Master Yin just starts fighting them. And like you see like the Artemis come down with a hammer, and he dodges it swiftly and hits him with something, and he just goes flying into the nearby forest. And the other person takes out his blade, crossbow bolt shot. You just see him dodge it, and they're going at it. As you get into that area, you see what looks like 2 mine carts on mine tracks. And as he's fighting them, he says, "Take the carts! It's deep!" So what are you doing?
That works.
Pop in a cart.
All right, I
So
need
is
to
there
know.
a switch to make the carts move?
There's
Like
there's
lever?
there's a board in the front that you can, like a wooden piece that you can pull out, and there's a lever to slow down. So, however, keep in mind, Rolo is huge, so it's going to have to be Rolo and one other small person in one, and the other 3 in the other one. Or
I'll ride with Rolo. I'm small.
Okay, so Nixie and Rolo in the left one, and the other 3 in the right one. And
Rolo, you're on the brakes, because I'm not sure I'm strong enough to stop this thing if I need to.
who's going to be manning the brake on the other cart?
I'll do it.
Okay. So,
I'll be at the head.
okay. Both of them start moving forward as you hear the...
I'm going to stand with my front hoof on the front edge of it while playing my lute.
You got it. So as the
Just
carts
in the
start...
back holding on for dear life.
Yep, the carts both kind of shoot down a first slump and just start going down both sides as it's really hard to maintain initial speed. You want to pull that brake, but you know you got to get down there fast. As this is happening, everybody make perception checks as you're going down quickly down these tracks. Seven.
terrible.
7?
16.
16. 18.
And that's with a +4.
Yeah, Nixie, what'd you get? Because that's going to be important.
9.
Okay. So, Nixie and Rolo, you don't hear it, unfortunately, but as you're going down this, there is, like, chattering happening, and as you, Rolo, as you're getting ready to, like, maybe I should start getting ready for the break. Okay, that's good. And that's less good. Okay, so the first, a bolt hits the lever that you're holding on to, like a bolt from a crossbow. Oh, no. And you're like, oh, shit. And you look over, and there's guys running across the mountaintop, shooting crossbow bolts down at you. The other one, unfortunately, hits Nixie. I'm going to guess a 27 hits you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You take 6 points of piercing damage as it hits you in the shoulder.
Ow.
And then, as this is happening, Krevlin and Daenerys and Olynthe, you guys, what did all three of you roll again?
16.
You hear it, Olynthe?
18.
Long rested.
15.
Okay, you all three hear it. So you guys see two more individuals on the other side. One of them is urging back to throw what looks like some type of explosive, and the other one has a bow and arrow, is getting ready to loose it. So
You said 16, right?
16 for which?
The damage.
No, 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
6.
I had forgotten to long rest, so I had to reset some stuff.
Jesus, 16. You guys would be dead in 2 turns. All right, so it's just a crossbow, so it's not a huge weapon or a magic weapon. So the bomb is coming towards you guys. I need a. I'm gonna give you the option of survival, or we'll say survival or performance on how well you control this cart.
One
That's
second.
good.
I have
Choose,
a
but-
question.
Yeah.
1 second. I may have something that can help us all out here.
Sure.
Let me see. Skill, or I have a spell that I think might do something. I don't know if it's performance or persuasion. Let me check to see.
Well, these attacks are still coming towards the others, so while you're figuring that out, are you doing that for these attacks? Or just in general?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I think I have a deal that
Okay.
gives us all like proficiency and or gives us something.
That's fine.
Actions. 1 second. I may be off. I can't remember.
Okay.
Always good to
It's
double check.
persuasion. Never mind. It's not performance. Persuasion. Sorry.
Okay, you're fine. All right, so Nixie, Daenerys, and Krevlin, what are you doing as this bomb and crossbow, or this bomb and arrow are coming towards you? Because you can react because you can see it happening.
That's a 12 survival to lean the cart a little bit.
Okay. You go to lean the cart a little bit. Daenerys.
Wait, is this our cart or
Yeah, I
Rolo's
was about to
cart?
say,
This
I
is
think
your-
it's
this is your
me in the
cart.
cart. Nixie's with Rolo.
Oh yeah, Nixie,
Yeah,
you are. I'm
I'm in
sorry.
the-
That's right.
I'm in the other
I was
cart.
wondering how you
Daenerys.
were doing both carts.
Yeah, yeah, Daenerys. I'm sorry. What would you like to do? Who's manning that break again? Is it Daenerys? All right. What do you
Yeah.
want to What do you want to do?
Daenerys-
Daenerys? Sorry, I mixed that up.
Can I try to utilize the brakes to kind of miss being hit?
Yeah. So make a performance or survival check as you pull the brake.
14.
14. So you're able to stop it just enough for the bomb to go by and blow up the nearby mountain.
Cool.
The arrow hits the side of your cart, but does not seem to penetrate, so you're fine for now. As this happens, you guys turn a sharp corner. You're realizing that you're going to have to probably slow down. So I need both carts, whoever's controlling the brakes, I need both carts to make performance or survival checks as you're going to turn this sharp corner.
I rolled an 8.
21.
Okay, so 21, you're able to stop it perfectly, Daenerys, just flawlessly around the corner. Rolo and Nixie, as this is happening, you turn too sharp and your cart starts to tip one direction. I'm going to give you one more performance or survival check to see if you can maintain it.
Both of us?
You can give them advantage if you're helping do it.
Oh yeah, give me
Okay.
advantage. 'Cause I'm gonna
Yeah,
need
I've
rolled
got
a-
survival, so
Okay.
it. No.
What is it?
9.
You know you also have luck if you want to use luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna use luck.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because nine's
Good idea.
probably not going to cut it.
Okay, 17.
Okay, so as you turn the corner, your cart starts to lean, and you're like, ah! And like you barely manage to pull the brake back to stop from flipping, and you're just feeling, man, this is my lucky day for sure, as it gets back on the track and you spin back around. As this is happening, you start to go down a huge dip, almost like a roller coaster going straight down, just picking up tons of speed. And as you do, you see multiple individuals in this center rock formation that are all like running. One of them looks like they have some type of like, almost like a ballista type weapon, and he's pulling something back on it to try to shoot your cart off the tracks. Is there anything that anybody wants to try to do to stop that from happening?
Ooh, okay.
What is it again?
It's
Kind
a
of like a ballista.
It's like a ballista. It's like a giant projectile and a giant, like, almost like crossbow type device.
Is he within 60 feet?
Yes,
The one with the ballista, can I have them make a con save?
you can. How does a 2 do? Is that good?
That fails. They take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast
Which
Hold
is
Person on
11.
him.
11 damage. So as just a second, Rolo, as you do that, he's like, oh, and he like pulls it to the side and shoots it, and it just slams into another nearby area, and you see 2 other guys go, ah, just fall down the cliff. What did you want to do, Rolo?
Whoever the closest one is, like who I see is the most dangerous.
Past that, you see another guy that looks like he's getting ready to throw a firebomb. So he'd probably be the next worst person.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him.
All right, wisdom saving throw. That's a natural 8 plus 1. I'm gonna guess that fails. I can't hear you if you're talking.
13. I think it's a 13.
Yeah, okay. So, you, I know it's not 9, so he fails. So, he goes to throw it, and he drops it, and it just explodes right there, hitting him and 2 other guys.
Nice!
For
Good job.
17 points of damage as 2 of them just completely fall over, burnt to a crisp, and one of them, like, has, like, holding his mutilated leg, like, ah! Like, as you're driving by, and you go through another tunnel system. You guys get separated through separate tunnel systems. Nixie and Rolo, on your side as you're going through this, you start seeing, you hear like a and as you do, you see what looks like another cart in front of you that's going the same direction, but it's slowing down. And you see another individual kind of get up with a crossbow trying to shoot you guys straight ahead. You do see this.
My car?
No, it's their car. We'll get to yours next. So what do you guys want to do? Nixie and Rolo.
What do you want to do, Nixie?
I'll try the same trick, honestly.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let's do another con save.
That's a natural 8 plus 1.
Nope, he fails too.
Okay. What
For
happens?
8 frost damage as I cast Frostbite.
All right, so as you
Frostbite
cast,
begins to cover part of his skin.
as that happens, and he drops his crossbow, and it just gets basically destroyed in the drop. And as that happens, he like ducks back down, and they kind of start putting their weight into to try to get further ahead. But you do still have them in front of you going through this dark tunnel system. Okay, Krevlin, Daenerys, and Olynthe, you guys are in yours. As you get separated with them, you start seeing, like, it's very dark in here, and in the distance you see what looks like a light, but then whenever you realize you're getting closer, that light is actually from a further tunnel system with no track, and you're coming up to what looks like a jump.
Oh my.
So what do you
Hell
guys
yes!
what do you guys do to prepare for this track jump?
I'm gonna stand at the nose of it, like,
I'm the king
I'm
of the
ready.
world! Just like in the
Hell
very
yes.
front of it.
hell yes, let's do this.
So how do you guys want to do this? Because it's coming up. You're gonna have to make a group survival or performance check to try to make this jump.
I'm gonna grab the back of Krevlin's jacket and make sure he doesn't fall off.
Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 31?
Just whichever pocket I can get a hand on. Wait, Krevlin, do you have a
Random
tail?
pockets.
Krevlin, do you have a tail?
It would be very short.
Little
because
goat
he's part Goat.
Imagine if I just grabbed your little tail
Okay.
to keep you in the
All
car.
right, so I need, again, survival or performance. I'll give you the option. It's a group check, so
I'm
Do you
gonna
take
go
it before we
survival.
roll, or do we all do the same?
you all
one?
three or just roll. It's whatever you want, either one. I'm
Oh, okay,
I'm gonna
gotcha.
go off group success.
22 performance.
Woo!
14 survival.
Okay, Olynthe, the pressure's on.
17.
Ooh, okay. So you guys start coming up to this. Oh shit! You like grab his tail, and as it's coming up, so you guys, Rolo and Nixie, you are sitting here coming through here. They kind of speed up. You see them come out the entrance where the light's at. You guys turn, and as you do, you see the tracks broken on the other side, and you're like, oh shit! And as that happens, you just hear, holy shit! And it just like flies off the track, but it lands perfectly, and she hits the brake just enough to like it shakes, but it keeps all of them on it. And as it's happening, you guys are continuing to go forward.
This is actually isn't the first time I've surfed minecarts like this. If I'd have known that we were going to be doing this, I would have wore a pair of minecart surfing pants. But I guess no pants today.
So further
Get
up,
back in the cart.
further up the track, you guys see what looks like 2 people running up to another entrance where they're all like they're trying to like push this boulder down in front of the entrance. that you're going to try to break the track.
Thank you so much.
Both sides
By
have
the
one
way-
of these. What do you want to do?
But
Yeah.
by the way, while we're doing that, I get Nixie. I heal you for because you took like 6 damage earlier. I did like a cure wounds level 1 for 15.
Okay,
So
so he
Can
pulls
I
that.
do a guiding bolt to
Thank
the
you.
boulder?
Yeah, you can. He to the boulder or the person trying to hit the boulder.
Boulder.
Okay, yeah, Nixie, as Rolo pulls the bolt out, puts his hand over it, and the puncture just heals.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, Daenerys, make an attack.
7.
Okay. Let's see. Let me think about this for a second. I will give you advantage because it's a giant rock.
Okay.
If you were hitting a
Fair.
person, I wouldn't give you advantage.
How about a 10?
A 10 is just enough. So you shoot this boulder with this guiding bolt, and this guy's like, "Come on, help me get it down on the track!" And you just see this, when this radiant energy just smashes through the boulder. As the guy trying to like shovel it, it just shatters his shovel, and he's like, "The hell!" And it just starts crumbling into little pieces. It's still falling down on top of you guys, but it's not stopping your cart, and it doesn't hurt. Olympia and Rolo, what are you doing to your side? Because somebody's trying to do the same thing.
You mean Nixie and Rolo?
Or Nixie and Rolo. Why do I keep thinking you guys are on the same cart? Nixie, it's probably because you're on that side of the screen. Let me fix this shit. Hang on. Can I move you?
I'm gonna say we had to choose who was on there for size because I'm the smallest party
Yes!
member.
Haha! I can move you! Now!
Yay!
Much easier! Alright, so what are you two doing?
Let's see.
It's too intense, I keep forgetting.
You know what? That guiding bolt was an interesting idea.
Okay.
And I think I still like frost. Well, if I hit the guy doing the boulder, though, is it going to drop on us?
No, so if you hitting a boulder with frostbite's not gonna probably do shit because it's not explosive. But
No, hitting him.
hitting him will probably make him stop what he's doing.
Didn't
Alright.
she already break up the boulder?
That's a different
No,
boulder.
she broke your boulder. They're trying to do one
Oh,
for
there's
us.
two.
Yeah, there's
boulders.
two guys trying to knock it down. It's like their job
if-
is to block it off.
I can try to go after the guy if Rolo can try to go after the boulder.
Or I can try to hold person the guy.
That works. If we do both at the same time, he'll have a hard
Just-
time resisting
Which
them
is
both.
fine. Just there might be a fight coming up, so be mindful of your. There are tons of people down here, so be mindful of how many spells you're using.
That's why I'm
Alright.
sticking to cantrips right now.
This is
Have
fine.
him give me a con save.
Okay.
I only have one real damager, but it's worth it.
Natural 10 plus 1, 11.
No,
Okay.
it's only 5 frost damage, but frostbite starts to cover his hands.
Okay. He stops what he's doing long enough for you to get through the tunnel. At this point, you guys start coming around. You're at this junction. Your carts start coming side by side, and you're both sitting there. There's still the cart in front of Rolo and Nixie a ways up, but you're side by side. Is there at any point any switching of the carts that you guys want to do while you have the time traveling through
Would
this?
it make it easier for you?
I love this car.
Is that what you're wanting for one of us to switch?
No,
for you?
I'm giving you the option. If you guys want to switch out Nixie for somebody else, or if you want to keep
No.
what you're doing. Okay.
No.
So
I'm just gonna comment. You know what?
can
I
I-
kind of wish we would have stayed up there to fight Artemis. That would have been easier than this shit.
Can
It
I
really
shoot
would
an
have.
Eldritch
you guys just
Blast
having a
behind us to
casual
make us go
conversation,
faster?
going 60 miles per hour through a mine. What? Say again, Prevlin?
Could I shoot an Eldritch Blast behind us to make us go faster?
I like where your head's at. Give me an Eldritch Blast. Let's see what it does.
No, not faster. I'm like green in the face, trying not to throw up.
Daenerys, are you like holding the brake as he's Eldritch
That's an
blasting you?
18.
Okay, yeah. So you just see it go
13
in
damage.
in the distance, and you guys.
I'm screaming as it goes by.
Yeah, you guys go maybe a couple miles per hour faster. Not a huge noticeable difference. You kind of like speed up and then adjust again, but and it is a cantrip, so I guess you could like chain gun that shit, like machine gun Eldritch Blast, and you guys
Yes.
you guys just see them
Don't give
take
him
off.
ideas.
You just take off. You hear
then, are
Eldritch
there any-
Blast just going
Are
down
there
the
any
mountain.
stalactites hanging, or
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you're going really fast, and it's dark.
15?
All right, 15. So, yeah, you see a couple further up ahead. You might be able to do some shenanigans with, but
Yeah, I want to use lightning lure on one and like pull us faster.
No.
What is the distance of lightning lure?
15 feet.
Okay, I would say when you get above it, I'll allow you an attempt to slingshot yourself. I'll need for that. I'm gonna need a performance check in conjunction with the cantrip. It is a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should have gone
Performance
and
is
Rolo's
16.
cart.
So you guys, let's do this, and like wraps it around that, and you guys start speeding up faster. You guys at this point passed the cart of the two guys with the crossbows that were in front of Rolo. So you guys are side by side with them now.
But that's what I wanted ultimately, and I want to cast lightning lure on one of them, and that's gonna pull. It's gonna be a strength check against him, and if he fails, I'm gonna pull him 10 feet towards us.
That's a natural 5.
Yes.
Plus, I'd say he has 1 strength.
Can I poison spray the other guy?
He moves 10 feet towards us. That's out of the cart, and
okay. So
does he fall down? Like,
he just falls in between the mountains. He just falls in between the mountains and just he's dead for sure. Poison spray. He gets up to shoot you with an arrow. Poison spray. Go for it.
These are child slavers, so I don't feel bad.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hang on, sorry. 27.
27. So the guy goes,
Wow.
"Hey!"
It's a natural 20.
Oh, nice. So go ahead and roll your damage. But he comes up with a bow and arrow like this, and all this like concoction of this like nasty, poisonous, visceral just hits him in the face. Like, oh shit, my eyes! And what do you damage wise?
37.
Okay, so you hit him with this, and his face just melts away, and he like falls limp in front of the cart. And as he does, he like falls up in front of it and hits it, and the cart just hits him and starts flying off the tracks, slamming against and splintering against the mountains.
Sorry. He goes, my bad.
You just
I climbed all around. This is the A-team cart.
Oh my gosh, that was insane, dude.
So at this point, you guys are going through this other system where you look down and you see what looks like a frozen lake, and there is child laborers like looking up at all of you with like their pickaxes and like cheering as you guys are going by on the tracks. Other slavers down there are shooting arrows up at you. They're way too far to be making any actual hits, but you just see the flying by you guys. And you go back into another tunnel system.
Prestidigitation some fireworks for the children then.
Okay, you prestidigitation some fireworks. Woo! Going by, and it's just, the kids are like, yeah, and the slavers are like whipping the kids and coming after, like, shut up, get back to work. And as you go,
no, I'm sorry. I won't do fireworks anymore.
One of them, they just start sawing off his
I
head.
want you to do that technical thing. Kill them. Revlin.
What?
I'm just joking. Anyway, and then they
rise up against your oppressors, children.
You guys go back up to another very steep dive, and you
I was holding on.
Go down.
I'm basically laying in the bottom of the cart.
I need break checks from both, so performance or survival on both sides.
Wendy, do you want to roll for me? Because you probably have a better survival. I have like a +1 on survival.
Yeah, but you're on the brakes. I can try. All right, I'll give the brakes a try.
You should have a better survival than I do. So, can I give her
Better
advantage?
survival, but
yeah, she still have. She can have advantage.
Can I assist?
Yeah.
Can I assist her to help?
This is gonna be. You're gonna have to pull it tight, so 2 people is gonna be better than 1.
Okay, with advantage,
What
it's
about the
25.
part with 3?
Okay, so you guys are able
What
to
kind
slow
of
down
a-
enough to take it graceful. Performance or survival?
Do I roll it or do I give her advantage?
Whoever wants to do the check, whoever has higher.
I have +7.
With advantage, it's a 16.
She already did it.
Oh, that's fine. 16's good. So
I rolled a 24.
That's fine. Either way, it's fine. So you would have to get way underneath a 10 to fuck this up. So you both coast down enough, and as you get towards another area, you both see what looks real bad. At this point, there's a bunch of dudes breaking the track, and you're coming up to it, and you have a very small incline, and you're coming up to what looks like a big jump. And you can't, where you're going into, you can't see. It's just darkness. So
we just see a bunch of guys.
Ooh.
you see guys you see guys actually breaking the track. The track
I
is
want to
getting
cast
broken.
dancing lights.
Okay? And you just shoot them forward?
Yeah.
As you do, it goes across about the 4-foot gap of them breaking the track and a tiny little incline at the end. And one of them goes into the tunnel, and it just looks like it goes directly from a jump into a huge, steep downward trajectory. I'm going to need, as you're
Like a
coming
random
out
fall or more track?
it's hard to tell from here. It's either more track or a random fall. I'm going to need performance checks or survival checks from both sides.
No. Please be good.
Performance or survival?
Or survival, yep.
Does she have advantage still?
Yes, you'll still get advantage on all of these.
Okay.
Okay.
That's much better. 22.
22, okay.
Your
I like a
advantage is
plus,
definitely saving us,
so.
because otherwise I think we would be SOL.
What did you guys
Roll
get?
the
we
same
would.
number both times.
What'd you get?
24.
18.
Okay, you both, without hesitation, and you both make it, and they're like, damn it! Throwing their weapons down and getting pissed. At this point, you guys start
No
slowing
wave at him
yourselves.
as we go by.
You start going down this deep, downward angle, and then you level out, and you start applying the brake, because you're getting towards the end of the mountain. Apply the brake, and as this happens, you can hear the tunnel going back that you're going to have to go through to get where they were. You start hearing a bunch of screaming of Hadokatare, like running through there, and it sounds like they're organizing something. At this point, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break.
Man,
Okay, this is a good time to do it.
That's a bad time to do
Typically
it.
every hour and a half to 2 hours, we're going to take about 5 minutes so people can go to the restroom, get drinks. This is a good point to do it because everybody's hyped up. So a good hook to go into the break. So we will come back. We'll say 9:05. Be back. That also gives me an opportunity to use the "be right back." All right, we'll be back, guys.
Might as well use the screen while you have it.
Mina, charge your phone. Okay, here's where I'm going to start going up.
Okay. So people can still hear us, but they can't see us. Oh my gosh. Whew.
Poppy.
Purified drinking water.
Prebiotic soda.
Delicious.
Not
Also
a-
sounds
Not a
maybe
sponsor
delicious.
yet.
It's so good. If
Poppy.
you've never had one, you should definitely try it.
Yeah, Poppy. Not a sponsor yet.
Not sponsored, not sponsored.
I'll have to give it a try.
We're hoping.
Sounds interesting.
Can we be
Reese.
sponsored by Lego?
I
built
just
this.
saw an ad for those. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Nice.
Ooh.
Are they good?
And it's your favorite color.
We can't hear you. I don't know if it'll be
We're
if it's
about-
good or not.
We're about to find out.
Oh, good.
Ooh. Review.
Ooh, maiden voyage.
It's strawberry rose flavored.
Yum.
Or as
Fancy.
I like to call it, strawberry on low battery.
Delicious.
Yum.
I like it a lot.
Aren't
See
you,
if it does what it's supposed to do.
aren't you a fan of LaCroix too?
Me?
I don't like
Or him?
LaCroix specifically, but I like sparkling water.
Gotcha.
Have you had this
Most of those
Spindrift?
taste like static.
Spindrift?
Yeah.
I don't like Spindrift. It's,
Really? That's my favorite.
Tastes like single Skittle dissolved in water.
No, I don't like.
That's what I was just drinking earlier, but I've moved on to something else.
We're past that.
All right. So what do those taste like, Olympy?
The poppies?
Yeah.
This is the orange cream soda flavor, so it tastes like cream soda.
Okay. So it's supposed to be like cream soda without all the sugar and stuff, right?
Yeah, there's literally only 5 grams of sugar in it, but it tastes amazing.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard.
Orange creamsicle is my favorite flavor of sparkling water.
I've heard.
It, this isn't water, this is pop.
I've heard. Yeah. I've heard
no.
the Coca-Cola
Better.
one.
Kinda.
I heard the Coca-Cola one tastes just like Coca-Cola. So
It tastes like a cola.
it tastes like that RC cola that like
I'm not gonna say it tastes like
Pe-
as
people drink because it's all they can afford, but everybody's like deep down knows it tastes like shit.
If I was coming, I'm not gonna be in the office tomorrow, but if I was, I would bring you one. I have that flavor.
Like Grant's a big fan of the cheaper colas. Like he likes the Dr. Thunder and all those. He drinks a lot of those. But I'm a name brand person. Like I like Diet Dr. Pepper and Diet Pepsi, but I don't do regular pop. Like especially being pre-diabetic, I can't. So,
Well, give these a shot.
I might. I've thought about it before. So, all right. Well, we'll be ready to get started here in just a second. Waiting on Rolo. We're almost back, guys. All right, he's good. All right, here.
I'm good. I can hear everybody.
Okay, we're good. Starting to back up. All right, welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. I like to give about an hour and a half to 2 hours in. I like to give about a 5-minute break, let people get up, stretch, get some water, or if you're like me and had to pee since the beginning of the stream, you can go pee. So, yeah, like I would honestly, that was pretty intense for you guys. It was equally intense for me because I had to pee the entire time. So, but now we're good. So, yes, you slow the carts down and you're good. You don't know how deep in the mountains you are, but you know you're pretty far down. And you do hear lots of like, it doesn't sound like screaming like it's coming towards you. It sounds like commands are being barked out down the tunnels. And you know this, based on where you were, this tunnel system will lead you to that frozen lake that the kids seem to be nearby and with pickaxes and all like chained to it and screaming. And you did see lots of slavers and like robes like whipping them and after them. So what do you want to do at this point?
It's time to go
Well,
party. Let's
we'll
go
get out of
take
the
them
car.
out.
So we
for
stopped
one.
our carts.
Yes.
Let's go free these child slaves. Obviously.
Yeah. So take some names, whip some ass.
All right.
I barely pull myself out of the cart and stand up, like wobbling. Like, oh, God.
Make a vomit check.
No, man, I should stop saying that.
Okay. We'll say you've become hardened in the last couple adventures.
I mean, between the vomit checks after
motion
biting
sickness.
things and this,
It's just another Tuesday. to
Is there
you.
such thing as a vomit check anyway?
There's a constitution.
it's just like
check.
constitution.
Oh,
Um,
motion
All right.
sickness got me.
so yeah. So you guys get out of the cart and start heading towards that. Going through the mountains, it's still dark. Do you still have your dancing lights concentrated on, Krevlin?
Say that again.
Do you still have your dancing lights concentrated on? Do you want to? Okay, so you're using those to light the way for anybody that doesn't have dark vision.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are going through the dark mountains,
me.
and you
Yeah,
hear,
that is just you, I think.
and you
That's
hear lots.
really weird that a fey creature doesn't have dark vision.
I don't know.
I think just
my
in
eyes.
case we need to be stealthy, I think I might cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, are you
In
guys...
case we might try and sneak up on someone.
I mean, they do know that you guys are down there, but that could help. So it's up to you.
I'm also going to yell at him when we get to him.
Well, then I guess I'll save my best.
Hey, we're over here! Oh, shit!
Yeah, I know. No, I guess I'm not gonna do that.
It was worth a try. So, yeah, you guys kind of hurry up through the mountain pass.
Are we all together? All of us together right now?
Yeah. Yeah, both of them
I'm
slow
going to
down.
cast while we're getting ready. I'm going to cast aid.
Okay.
For me, Krevlin, and Nixie.
Okay.
I mean, why do you think there's no dishes on the counter?
So we would get so everybody
Take
gets their hit point maximum goes up 5 points, and they get 5 hit points for the duration. It's 8 hours.
Okay. So
Yay!
everybody has 5
Thank
extra
you.
hit points as their total hit points. So if you heal, you'll heal back
You
up to those
cast it on
5.
everybody.
Oh, who did you cast it on?
I cast it on me. Actually, no. I'll cast it on Olynthe, Garrus, and Nixie. I'll get you next time, Denari.
Yeah, who's Garrus?
That's what it says on my thing.
Oh,
here.
Krevlin.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, you can't blame Grant. Rolo played by Grant said it correctly.
So what does it do?
How do I change my name on
Y'all
here?
get
Five,
plus
right click and
5
say-
hit point
right click and say
maximum,
rename.
and
I heard none of you because you were all the 6 times. What was it?
you get 5 hit points.
Oh, okay.
5 extra
And
hit
you get
points.
to keep those extra 5 extra hit points for the
I
next
got
8
you.
hours.
I got you, Garrus. There you go.
Sorry,
I-
Krevlin.
I see no Garrus here. All right, so, all right, so as you guys,
Pay no attention to the men behind the curtain.
as you guys come into this area, you see the this looks like now that you're getting a closer look, these look like very similar cultists to the ones that you had encountered at the tower.
The knoll.
And you do notice that one of them has already begun shedding and and like
Ball demons.
basically turning into its demon form. You see a giant conveyor belt like thing going into the center of this frozen lake, and there's like chunk of like ice and rock being placed on these belts going both directions. You see what looks like one maul demon or turning into one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other cultists, and you see at least 5 children in this junction. You see 4 of them are hooked to the conveyor belt nearby where they're mining, and you see one of the cultists has one of the children strapped to the front of him as he's running towards you guys. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to start the session so you guys can see the map, and then we're going to roll initiative. As you guys come out of your separate tunnel systems, that's what you see. And they're all ready for you. They know you're here.
They were waiting for us.
All right, hang on. Let me get that up real fast here. Should have already had it up. That's my bad.
Yay!
Just a second. I'll get them in just a second.
The children and the cultists all look the same.
Well, they're named at least.
That's true.
How do you go to the map thing?
There's a play button up by the name of the campaign at the top. If you click that, it should launch the map.
Okay, and then let me get this last one added here. All right, Rolo, what'd you get?
Oh, I'm supposed to roll. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot to roll initiative.
You're good.
10.
Okay.
Ooh,
10. All right. Nixie, what'd you get?
20.
Nice. All right. Krevlin, what'd you get?
12.
Okay.
What are we rolling? I'm sorry.
Initiative.
So just a d20.
Yep. And add your initiative. What'd you get, Denari?
1 second for math. +3. What did I roll? 15.
15. All right, up first is Nixie.
I got a 2.
Nice.
Let me get to
You
where
wanna ask?
let me get to where people can see the map. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. All right. That'll be the best way to give you guys a view of both. Okay. So, Nixie, what do you want to do?
I'm going to move. Oh, there I am. I'm not going to be able to get over to the one that has the kid strapped to him.
Not yet. But he does seem to be running towards you.
True. But I can reach the Maw Demon first, and I might go after that.
Okay. You also see another cultist that looks like he's running into a building, a little makeshift mine building with my crappy drawing skills off in the distance. It looks like a really
This
crappy
one?
building.
The circle or the black blob?
The green blob off in the back.
You gotta zoom out.
Zoom out.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a terrible architect. Anyway, yeah, so is that what you're doing? Going towards the Maw Demon?
Yeah, I'll get to the Maw Demon because I've got 40 movement.
Yeah, you can easily get there. All right, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I just got new abilities. Let me find them because I just got new monk abilities.
Yep. Everybody just leveled up, guys, so give them just a second to kind of get used to their new abilities.
Ready to go. Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay. Elemental Attunement.
I need to name these. Hold on. I'm working on it.
There's something in here that lets me change the type of my attack. I'm just trying to find it.
Take your time, because I forgot to number the cultists.
That helps.
The kids are like, they're happy to see you, but they're all like so tired and worn out that they're kind of like crying and cheering at the same time.
All right, I will, as a bonus action, assume my starry druid form.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take the form of the chalice, which adds to my healing abilities.
Okay.
So that I can actually be helpful there. Okay. Then, as an action, I will attack the Maw Demon with Primal Savagery.
Go for it.
+6. Ooh, so 23 to hit.
23 hits.
6 poison damage.
6 poison damage. All right.
I extend my claws out. My fingernails grow into claws temporarily, and I slash right across whatever my short little form can reach.
You got it. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, I will stay right there.
All right, that was on Maldi. Got it. Okay. Up next is the second cultist. You see him with the kid running up towards you guys, and you see him pull out what looks like a firebomb, and he's like looking at all of you like he's gonna throw it at you, and then he looks down at the kid, and he's gonna hold his action to drop the firebomb on him and the kid. And you don't know what he's holding his action for, but he's gonna hold his action. All right, that's it for him. Daenerys, you're up.
Okay. Ooh. Wow. I feel like I'm already in a stalemate. I am gonna go after Cultist 1.
Okay. Go for it.
And I'm actually going... Can I get close enough to use my whip that I have?
Let's see. Cultist number 1, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get there. You jump up on it's the conveyor belt system that's controlling the conveyor belt.
Okay. So... I have a whip, but it's not... Well, I guess I'll use my psychic blades, because I don't know what
Sold! Whatever that was.
The cats are being obnoxious right now
Gotcha.
because it's post-dinner, so they're chasing each other around.
Gotcha. Okay, what did
They're
you want?
also excited and pumped.
Good. What did you want to do?
I can't find my whip on my actions.
Look in your... yeah, it should be under your attacks.
Is it equipped? Because you have to click the equip button on your inventory.
Yeah, you might have forgot to equip it.
Ooh, wow. I'm new here.
You learn fast.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Well, who knows? Let's just use psychic blades.
Psychic blades it is.
And that's a 9.
Okay. 9 will miss, unfortunately. So he kind of dodges out of the way.
Oh, poop. I don't have anything else I can do, really.
All right.
So,
hold your
turn
there. Okay. All right. At this point, then, let's take a look at the old tracker here. It is the Maul Demon's turn. He is going to take a grappling bite at Nixie, who's right in front of him. That is 11 plus 7, so 18.
That will hit.
Okay. That'll be 11 points of piercing damage and 1 point of necrotic, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Hang on a sec. New ability I found here.
Sure.
Apparently, they changed the deflect arrows.
Okay.
When they did the new monk, it's deflect attacks.
Okay.
When an attack roll that includes bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage hits you, you can take a reaction to reduce the attack's total damage by 1d10 plus 5. If you reduce the damage to zero, you can expend 1 focus point to redirect some of the attack's force.
You can do that if you want to try.
Yeah?
Okay.
It's not going to reduce all of the damage, I don't think, because you said how much?
11 points of piercing and 1 point of necrotic.
Oh, it might.
I believe that's what it was.
Alright, let's use my reaction to reduce the damage. That's only reducing it by 9.
Okay.
So...
Still good. So, so the Maul Demon goes to bite into you, and you're like, as it like gets one of its teeth kind of sinks into your arm, you kind of remember your like a technique that you've been practicing, and you just like shoulder it off, reducing most of the damage. You do still need to make a con save though, because it did puncture your skin.
Yep, that venom. And no, that's a 10.
Okay, so unfortunately, your hit point maximum is reduced by that until you take a long rest or have some type of cure. It's a disease. So,
Okay.
and you cannot regain past what you're at right now. So that's it for him. It is Cultist number 3's turn. He is
Got him adjusted to that.
good. He's gonna run up here. He sees Rolo like running in with his shield and sword coming towards the area, and he's gonna go ahead and try to launch a Eldritch Blast at him. Let's not roll a d12. Well, maybe I should have kept the d12. That's a 4. So Rolo, you just block it with your shield as the energy just dissipates across your shield, and he misses. Cultist number 1's turn. He sees you, Denary, and he's going to try to like grab you real fast and do a shocking grasp. That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, you take 6 points of lightning damage. And you cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn. Okay, that is it for cultist number 1. Cultist number 4. I'm sorry, cultist number 1 already did his thing. Where's cultist number 4? Cultist number 4 is gonna run across the frozen lake here. If it'll let me take him. We'll just do it that way. I move the frozen lake and I put it back because I'm God. All right, so,
Oh.
And the frozen lake's gone, folks, because I
You
made.
gotta quit removing the frozen lake, man. What are we
Well,
gonna do without it?
I know. I also shouldn't have said that I'm God. All right. That looks more like a frozen lake. All right. Cultist number 4 is going to run this way. It sees Krevlin. It's going to launch an Eldritch Blast. That's a natural 16 plus 5, so 21. You take...
Yeah.
Okay, you take 4 points of force damage as it hits you in the shoulder.
Hey, Ryan.
Original.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do rebuke the violent immediately after an attacker within. Is he within 30 feet of me or no?
No. The only ones that are in 30 feet of you have already attacked.
Never mind. Okay,
Okay.
I'll.
You're last.
Sorry, I was trying to.
You're fine. You're last to act, so you're still kind of running into the area. So, Krevlin, you are up. Cultist 5's on deck, and then Rollo, you're after Cultist 5.
All right, I'm going to move forward.
Okay.
Probably just 5 feet.
You got it.
Cultist number 2 within 15 feet of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, let me make this very clear. These children, they are not yours to use. Their lives, their futures, they are sacred. If you think for 1 second we're going to stand here and let you twist their innocence to shield your vile cowardice, you are solely mistaken. I'm going to cast Lightning Lure on him, pull him 10 feet towards me to pull him away from that child.
Remember, he's got the child strapped to him.
Oh, I thought you said that he was holding it over him.
No. He's holding the bomb over them.
Oh, okay.
Now, you could try to lightning lure the bomb out of his hand if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to pull that bomb away. I don't want him to kill.
I was gonna say, all that would do is bring them closer, and then they would explode right in your face. So I don't think you want to do that.
Then I want to attack. I want to attack for the bomb. Then I guess. I mean, if I do that, it'll just blow it up on me. But
I want to lightning lure the cultist. Make a history check. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so you you go to do that to the bomb. Is it a roll and attack?
It's a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okay, so the bottle's automatically going to fail that. So just roll a d20 for me and don't roll a 1.
Well.
Okay, yeah, so you grab it, pull it out, and it just explodes in the nearby distance. And the cultist is like, these children do not deserve to live. And he's like, goes to pull out a dagger and is waiting for his next turn.
Yeah, these guys are sick.
All right.
They really are.
Are you doing anything else, Krevlin?
I mean, you all want to talk about sacrifice. Fine, here's your sacrifice. You.
No.
And then also for my bonus action, I'll cast Hex.
Okay. You cast Hex?
I guess on him.
Yeah. What are you giving him?
Cultist number 4 that just hit me. What's
that?
What
are you giving? What ability check are you giving him disadvantage on?
I mean, it's ability checks. So.
I know. Which one are you giving him disadvantage on?
Wait, strength. If you're using your lightning lure.
Nah, that's saving throws. It's not.
Yeah.
I guess strength still, because like if I like run up and try to get that child away from him, then.
Yeah, grapple. But keep in mind, everybody but Krevlin is, I believe. No, I don't know who. I can't remember who saved and who didn't. So some of you have exhaustion, and you're gonna have disadvantage on ability checks anyway. So just keep track of that.
So we'll keep it at strength just in case I need to wrestle a child away from him.
Sure, you got it. All right, Cultist 5, and then Rollo is up. So Cultist 5 is gonna run into the building and disappear entirely. And Rollo, you're up.
I'm gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5.
Yep.
And I have. Is it flanked? Would I have?
Yeah, I'd give you flank. Nixie's next to him.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna just do 2 regular attacks.
You got it.
And let's see. Five, six.
At this point, the kids are with their pickaxes. They're starting to like hit their chains.
Yay.
Ugh,
Rise
that
up.
one
Be able to break free.
Yeah, that missed.
Rise up.
It says
And
custom.
then-
Hey, it says custom roll, Grant. You know, you can press the square on the attack on the app, and it'll roll it and add your bonuses for you.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to do custom every time.
Nice. Okay.
So if you just hit the square
Um,
next to it, it'll actually roll it for you and add your modifier for you.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to really technically remember any math on D&D Beyond.
So I'm gonna attack again because I
Okay.
get 2 attacks per turn now
Yep.
at level 6. So I'm gonna attack again.
Go for it.
Oh, nice. There it goes. Okay.
Yeah,
And
there you
I
go.
missed again. That was better.
Yeah, okay. So that's unfortunate, but the maul
Yeah,
demon
it
like
was.
kind of reacts and like lunges forward towards Nixie, and you miss both attacks. Ah, damn it! But you're ready to. But did you do both of those with advantage?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I did not.
You have advantage.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll say I missed the first one automatically. 'cause-
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So second
And then-
attack with advantage.
Mm,
Yeah, that'll hit. So you have advantage though. See if you nat 20. Okay, so 15.
no, I did not.
All right, 15 hits. It's 13 to hit the maul demon. So you managed to hit it with 1 attack. Go ahead and roll damage. As you like miss the first 2, but then you flip the blade back around and stab it right into the back, or what you think is its back.
Nice. It does 9 damage.
All right, so yeah, 9 damage on that. Did not like that. Okay, top of the round, Nixie, you're up. You guys
That's not me.
Oh wait, hang on. Did I skip you? What
Yeah.
did
The
you?
caboose.
What did you roll on initiative?
I rolled a 2. I tried to tell you, but you didn't listen.
Oh, my bad.
Roll a
Hey,
history check.
hey, there's a lot to keep track of here.
I
now.
know. I'm giving you a hard time.
All right, yeah, Lindsay, go ahead. Yeah, you would still be last because the only other.
That's what I thought. I thought you actually did hear me, and then you knew I was last.
No. So I would have felt worse if you were supposed to already go, but I think you would have said something by now.
Well, I don't. Yeah.
But that's my bad. Okay, you're on there now, so go ahead.
Okay.
Top of the round. What about me?
Oh yeah. Jeez.
Sorry, high elves can't go in the mountains. All right.
Blast. Okay, so I have a plan, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So I get to do like an action, and if I get to the cultist 2 and I wild shape, can I still do something
So you
after that wild shape?
your circle of the moon, so you can bonus action wild shape, and then you can attack as an action.
Okay, so I want to go up to cultist 2
You got
as
it.
my action to
Yep.
go over there,
Well, that's your movement.
and then movement, yeah.
Yeah, you're
And
good.
then I want to wild shape into a cat.
Okay, what kind of cat? Like a lion or a regular cat?
No, just like a house cat. And I
Okay.
want to claw at his hands to get the dagger out of his hands
Okay, you got
without hurting the child.
it. All right, I changed your name to Alinthi, also cat. Okay, so yeah, you are run up there and go ahead and make a. It should have an attack on there. You just need to make a
He
regular
has
attack.
disadvantage on strength checks.
I think she's just trying to
Yeah,
claw
claws
him,
it-
not grapple him.
Yeah, I'm trying to claw his hands.
Yeah, go for it. Make.
So it says +0 to hit. What does that mean?
It just means you don't have a bonus to
Plus
attacks. So it's just a natural. It's just a roll a natural 20 dice, and that's what you get.
Oh, maybe this wasn't the greatest thing.
I mean, you're trying to stop him from hurting the kid. I get it.
I got an 18.
That hits. So you claw at his hand. He's like and let me see if he. Oh yeah, with a nat 1, he drops that dagger. So
Nice.
damn, who brought a cat? That's it. Like, all right.
He allergic to cats.
Oh yeah, he's starts sneezing. All right. Is there anything else you want to do? You want to move? You have like 5 more foot of movement, but I don't know if that's gonna do you any good.
So all I can do is move?
You can move
You
one
could
more
climb
square.
onto his back.
You could use 5 to climb onto his back.
Yeah, I just want to climb up
Yep, you
and
got
onto
it.
him somewhere.
Okay, you're on him. All right, Nixie, you're up. Cultist number 2, you're on deck. Okay.
Nice. Let's see.
It's a very pretty butterfly, Krevlin.
Thank
Oh,
you.
we're matching.
It's the style.
It's the style. It's one of those mountain butterflies. Very colorful. All right. Yeah, you have flanking with Rolo on the mall demon. Which is just sitting there going and just like spitting out all kinds of visceral and nasty necrotic mishmash. It's like a really bad bloody mashed potatoes.
All right. I'm going to expend a focus point
Okay.
and attune myself to some elemental energy. It lasts for up to 10 minutes or until I'm incapacitated.
Okay.
When I make an unarmed strike, it's 10 feet greater than normal as it extends from me. I can now hit with elemental strikes.
Okay. What element are you choosing?
So
Or does it not or do you have to choose what it
I
says?
choose when I hit for the elemental strike.
Okay.
I think if I hit
Make a history check for me.
history, not my best. Even worse, I natural one.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're not positive. This might be the first time you've ever seen a mall demon. All right, go ahead.
It's been a little too long, apparently.
He's scary.
You might have hit
It
your
was
head.
all that soup.
You
Might have
blocked
hit-
it out the first
You
time.
might have hit your head on that cart
They're
ride.
really scary.
Does a
It
15
was a
hit?
soup.
15 hits.
Okay. I will do. Let's go with thunder damage.
Okay, you got it.
It's only 4.
Okay.
It's 4 thunder damage.
It like realizes that you're punching way hard. Like it's been punched before, and that punch freaking hurt. It did not like
Let
that.
me make sure whether that was if that was my bonus action to do that, or if it's just something I do with a focus point. Where is it? And it just says at the start of my turn. It doesn't say it's an action or anything.
Okay.
So that means I should still be able to flurry of blows, and I can use the elemental attunement on those as well.
Go for it.
So we will. It's 2 more hits for a flurry. Where are my focus points? Flurry! Where did you go? Can't find anything on this sheet. Alright, I get to do this part twice.
Okay.
An 11 probably misses, but an 18 probably hits.
Yeah, 18 hits. 11 does miss. 18 does hit.
That's another 4 thunder damage.
4 thunder damage. Got it. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Cultist 2 is going to
Not kill a kid.
he's gonna use his action to lean down and pick up the dagger. He uses his bonus action to pick up the dagger, and he's gonna use his action to try to stab the cat. That's a natural 4 plus 5 is 9. Does 9 hit your kitty?
Hang on, sorry. No.
he goes to like stab the cat and just quickly reflexes and jumps to the other side of his back. He's like, "What the?" And he goes to try to make another attack, but he's got to wait his turn.
Discord.
All right, Daenerys, you're up next. Maul Demon, you're on deck. Okay.
I would like to do Word of Radiance.
Okay.
Nice.
What's the good word say?
I'll do whatever the infernal word is for die.
You got it. I think it's something like or something like that.
So
Infernal is pretty
I
rough.
need within 5 feet of me, any creature needs to make a con save.
All right. That would be cultist number 1. Con save it is. That is a 13 plus 1, 14.
He just
Okay.
succeeded.
Does it do anything if he succeeds? Half damage or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Now that
Uh,
one's a cantrip.
Unfortunately, he survives it. Was that
What a bastard.
were you doing Toll the Dead or what were you doing?
Word
No,
of
Word of
Radiance.
Radiance.
Oh, that's right, Word of Radiance. He said so. I don't think that's a cantrip. I think that's a level 1 spell, isn't it?
No, it's a cantrip for
Oh,
me.
okay.
It's my cleric.
Awesome.
cantrip.
Okay.
Word
Yeah.
of Radiance is a cantrip, but it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does. It's pretty strong for a cantrip.
Yeah, I thought for some reason I thought that was level 1, but I don't use it, so okay. Unfortunately, that misses. Do you have anything else you want to try to do? You got your reaction back, so.
Oh, don't forget, you're a rogue. Do you have the level required to bonus action
Disengage.
disengage, dodge, or hide?
Dip, dive, duck, and dodge.
The 5-inch dodgeball.
If you can dodge them all, demon, you can dodge a ball.
Let's. So if I do dodge, it would just dodge whatever he does.
So no, it gives
It adds
gives
to your
them
AC.
Yeah, I think it actually gives them disadvantage on their attack, but double check it. Nixie probably knows better than I do. She's a monk
I don't know how to
player.
double check it. I'm gonna do dodge and whoever's the
I can look it up.
know all, say all, be all. You tell me.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Does anybody want to volunteer to be the know all, do all? That just sounds like
No.
that sounds like way too much pressure.
Yeah, I can't do that, but I will look it up for you. I'll be the tech.
Yeah, no,
Temporary
attack. I was
technician.
right. Attack rolls have disadvantage against you, and you make
And you
dex-
make dexterity
dexterity-
saving throws with advantage.
Advantage, correct.
Okay, I'll dodge.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, you do that. So you like go into a stance, and the cultist is like, "What is this?" You just start concentrating. Okay, so that is it for Daenerys. Maul Demon's turn. I'm so excited to go. I'm gonna bite Nixie. All right, so Maul Demon's gonna bite you for. Does a 3 + 5 hit? That's 8.
Absolutely not.
Oh shit! So he goes to bite and misses, and he's like, "I don't like this game." All right, cultist number 3 is gonna run up and to Rolo and
Discord. Leave it.
pull out his dagger and go to stab you. Good God, these guys suck. That's a 4 + 5. I don't think 9 hits Rolo. So he literally goes to stab you, and you just like shield the fucking blade back, and he's like, "Ah, shit!" Like holds his wrist because it just hurts so bad from that shield block. Cultist number 1 would like a chance to go. He looks at you, Daenerys, and just kind of laughs at your stance, and he's gonna go for another shocking grasp with disadvantage. That's a natural 18 into a natural 5. So he goes to hit you with 9 and misses, and you just kind of like parry it away, and he's like, "Ah, nice," and gets ready for his next turn when it comes. Cultist number 4. Cultist number 4 is going to run up to this child right here as he's trying to like hit it with his pickaxe, and he takes the pickaxe away from him with his bonus action, and he's going to kick the kid with his action. He does kick the kid for what's the strength's 1, so 2 damage. So the kid like falls to his butt, says "ah," and like holds his leg as he kicked it, and he goes to raise the pickaxe above his head, getting ready to bring it down on the kid's head.
Does he get disadvantage for being a
cultist number
piece of
4?
shit?
Does he get disadvantage for being a piece of shit? We'll see.
That's
Krevlin,
cultist number 4 hitting child number 1.
yes,
Yeah.
Krevlin, you're up. You see this happening.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what do you think I'm gonna do?
Probably.
Yeah, Krevlin.
This might be a good
Kill
time to
him.
just leave. It's getting real. Things are getting real dangerous.
Guys, this is kind of. It looks like they've got this under control.
Tactical retreat.
You took
Guys,
one watch.
They
One
have this. They have this under control. I think we'll be fine. No.
Tactical retreat. All right.
If you keep cowering behind those who have no voice, like no choice, then know this: we will stop you. We will rip every part of you apart, and we will free these children. And then these children will have choice to do whatever they want, and you won't because you'll be dead. And then, as I talk, there's going to be like a sustained bolt of like electrical energy is going to connect me and cultist number 4.
Witch bolt.
Yeah. I'm gonna move forward a bit.
Yep, you got it. Witch bolt the shit
I don't
out of
have
this kid killer.
Yeah.
Get those
Yeah,
kid
that's what I'm
kickers.
gonna
Get
do.
those kid kickers.
Let's see.
Get those nail breakers. Grant knows what I'm
I think
talking
we're the
about.
only one that get the movie
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It's such a
It's
good
probably just
movie.
It's only a
two.
14 to hit.
Such a good movie.
No,
though.
I don't get it.
It's only a
Ladybugs.
14.
14? 14 hits.
Oh, that's 40, 12 damage.
Oh, that seems like a good amount of damage.
22 damage.
Shit. So he goes to, you stupid kid, it is time to, ah! Like drops the pickaxe and like lands on his head. And he's like, ah! And he is dead.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Good
Yeah.
job, Krevla. Actually, I think you can
I would've-
transfer it to another person.
Uh,
Double
the,
check it.
the kid stands up and kicks the body. All
Get
right.
him, kid.
And that kid's going to start running this way
Damage again.
because he got his chain free.
Ignore that second one.
All right.
And then for my bonus action, I guess I'll move my hex
Yeah. Who do you want to move it to?
to cultist number. Who looks more hurt? One or two? One or
let's
two?
see. Two looks
Only
like,
has, like,
yeah, two is a little bit more hurt, but other than that, not a huge not a huge difference between them.
Move
all
my
I did
hex
was
to
scratch his
cultist.
hand.
Yeah. What?
Move
All
my
I did was
hex
scratch
to.
his hand.
I'll move my hex to cultist number 2,
You got it.
and
Strength again.
yeah, strength again.
Okay.
And I don't. On each of your subsequent turns, you can take a bonus action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target. It doesn't say anything about moving it to another target.
Aw,
think
I was
it's-
hoping you'd be.
If the,
I think it's just.
the
I think it's
spell
just
ends
hex.
if your target is ever outside of the spell's range, or if it has total cover from you.
Okay. So I mean, I think it would go away if it dies. Based on that wording.
Yeah,
It's
I was
fine.
hoping.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
That's all I can do.
All right, you save the kid. Cultist number 5
I'm gonna
is.
push him into the.
I believe that's the one that ran into the building and said, oh, yeah, said zoinks. So he's still gone for the moment. Rolo, you're up.
Okay.
For the moment, I
I'm,
thought you ran away.
I'm gonna go up to. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to drop my sword and go and my shield and go to the whatchamacallit, the
Battle axe?
battle axe, yeah, the great axe, yes.
Okay,
They're
go
great
for
I'm
it.
gonna go
Yeah.
to that.
Go for it.
And then I know I lose 2 AC whenever I do that, but I'm gonna go to that.
Okay.
And then in that process I do have a bonus action. I was gonna see. Actually, no. I'll save that one. I'll use it if I hit. I'm gonna do just a basic attack. I still have advantage, right, on
Yeah.
if I do the Maul Demon. Okay.
Yep.
And actions. Okay. That one missed, but I'm gonna do I hit it with advantage. That one missed too. Okay, so the first attack misses.
Okay.
Man, I'm rolling terrible. All right.
It happens.
That one hits. I'll roll again to see if I get anything better.
Yep.
And that
18.
did not.
18 it is. All right.
Okay, so on that, I'm gonna cast level 1.
Smite.
Yeah, level 1 smite.
Okay.
And then also on that, I have cleave. So because the cultist 1 is next to me, whenever I roll on the dice, it does damage. I just don't get my modifier.
Yeah, it's cultist. It's cultist 3, but yeah, you would hit both.
Yeah, cultist 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
go for
so
it.
I'm gonna do the divine smite,
Okay.
which does it adds an additional 2d8.
Okay, go for it. 2d8 radiant too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
If it's fiend or undead, it takes an additional
It's
d8.
definitely undead.
It is?
I mean, it's a demon, so it's
Okay, so it takes 3d8 plus my regular attack. which
it's a
is-
combination of demon and undead. So
Nice. Okay, so let me see. Damage. Okay, so it would be sorry. I'm sorry. It would be a D12 and then 3D8.
So just don't hit Daenerys with it because she's a devil. So it would do extra damage to her too.
Ow.
I will take a sabbatical.
Okay, so 18, 21
Uh-huh.
radiant damage to the Maw Demon, 18 to Cultist 3.
Okay. So the Maw Demon just starts roaring in pain and just explodes. And
Nice.
I do need dex saves from both of you to avoid the caustic
Would be
blood.
my
That's the Cultist 3 fails. So between that and the cleave, the Cultist 3 is also dead.
Ouch. That's a 5.
Okay.
Some acidic blood.
So what'd you get,
Mine
Rolo?
was an 11.
All right. So you both take 4 points of necrotic damage,
Of course I do.
but it is dead.
Yay.
Okay, so you guys have a Child 3 breaks himself loose and starts running off this direction. Child 4 does the same. Child
Good thing,
2 is still trying to get his chains off. All right. That was Rolo. Alintha, you're up.
Okay. I should have been thinking about this. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
So
How
I'm
can you
kinda
think when
like-
there's so much excitement?
I know. So I'm kind of like just on his shoulders, right?
Yep.
That's what we decided last time. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep. Well, he's strapped to him, right?
The kid is, yes.
I don't want to hurt the kid, but I can't do much damage as a cat.
Think about what you want to be doing.
Okay. I think I want to wild shape out from my cat to, since I'm kind of like on his shoulder, to
Yep.
hyena, so I can kind of like be
got
behind
it.
him maybe.
You got it. Here comes the giant hyena!
Yeah.
And
Bite his
then
head.
yeah, I'm gonna try. I have a thing with biting things heads off apparently.
Yep, go for it.
Eat the
Okay.
child.
He's happy to receive it.
So I roll d20, right?
Do
Yes.
something that makes
For
him do a
attack.
strength check.
Yep.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh my gosh. Right.
He's ready to see Cultist
Maybe a
2
strength
fail that
check
strength
to
check.
tug over the head.
So it says +5 to hit. So do I add?
Yeah, roll a
5 to
d20 and
whatever I
add.
roll?
Yeah, roll a d20, add 5. 13 is what you're looking for.
17.
Yeah, you got it. Hits. Roll damage.
So that's 2d6 plus 3.
Yep.
2d6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
13. Okay. He's looking hurt.
Did I bite? I just bit his head.
Yep.
Is his head in
Not
my
dead yet.
mouth still?
Say that one more time. Sorry.
Is his head in my mouth still?
Yeah, go. We'll say it is.
It's like a chew toy.
Yep. All right. So at this point, you guys see this kid break his chains and run through this direction, screaming, "More coming! More coming!" And he like runs that way, and then you guys do see what looks like.
Thanks for the warning.
You see 5 more cultists run out of the door, and all of them, like, instinctually stand in a circle together and pull out their daggers, and they all, like, stab themselves at the same time, and they all fall forward, and this blood starts to form into something, and in the distance you see wings come out of the blood, and you see a very large, like this very large blood and shadow entity form from it, and it starts rushing towards you guys
Oh, hooray.
quickly. All right,
Aw.
that was Nixie. You're up, and you all see this because it's hard not to notice.
Yeah? I will move up here behind Cultist 1. That Daenerys got distracted. And then pretty much just unarmed strike, like donkey punch the back of his head essentially.
Okay.
We will go with lightning damage, and then do I get advantage because Daenerys on the other side?
Um,
Maybe I didn't finish it.
so I think you only get advantage for melee attacks, but is it a spell
It is a
attack?
melee. It's an unarmed strike.
Oh yeah, then you do. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Okay.
I also have somebody
Ooh.
asked me a question, so I got distracted.
That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
He's gonna take 3. No, it's 5. This is 3 plus 2. 5 lightning damage directly to the back of his head,
Ah!
Mhm.
and then have you taken damage? Wait, actually, who has taken damage?
These cultists suck.
I think.
Do
I think
I
I-
see any of my party members looking hurt?
I took
at
4
all?
damage.
Most of them
I've
are.
taken 4 damage, but
something.
I had 5 extra, so I actually am still higher than what my actual damage
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, so he's not. He doesn't look hurt. He just looks slightly less perfect.
Okay.
One of the
I
pockets.
can only
Is,
heal
Nobody looks-
myself.
one of his
What is like a
pockets
pocket?
is like overfolded.
Yeah.
As usual, perfect as usual.
Oh, by the
And
way,
if nobody
This is
looks hurt, then
Much
I
better than our
will-
last combat where I kept missing and I tried to ram somebody off of a balcony and they didn't.
Yeah.
It's so much. Oh man,
Um,
it was so bad.
That was fun though.
I forgot to tell you, Krevlin, the jacket is mastercrafted, so which is why it was so expensive. So it actually is highly resistant to damage and stuff like that. So it stays pristine almost at all times. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. How much damage was it? I think
And how many pockets again?
31.
It was just the 5 originally.
31 pockets.
And 27 through 31 are secret.
There's a couple that I don't even know about yet.
Yeah. you still think it's 30, so there's one you haven't found. It's a mystery.
I think I'm okay. I'll go ahead and wait.
All right.
I don't want to use up all my key points right away.
You got it. Cultist number 2 is let's see. He's more concerned about the hyena at the moment, so he's gonna try to stab at the hyena.
I did just bite him in the head.
That's definitely gonna hit. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh no.
That is 5 points of piercing. It's just a
Okay.
dagger. So that's it for him. Daenerys, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, you get your sneak attack dice now.
Yeah, you have advantage, so you get sneak attack.
Ooh, so I can do 2 things?
So you can attack with advantage because you're flanking, and if you get advantage, you have sneak attack. So whatever you hit with it, if it is a finesse weapon like your dagger or a finesse blade, you get to add your sneak attack, which is going to be down on your features and traits. It's probably like 3d6 or 4d6 at this level.
Okay, because I was actually going to try and set up a nice volley or
You can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know that you do have sneak attack, so
I was gonna do command actually.
you can try that.
Oh.
It's
So I
your-
need a wisdom.
Yeah, so it's your turn. You can do whatever the hell you want. This is America.
Who are you
You can do whatever the
commanding?
fuck you want. All right.
Yeah. Except let my dog vote.
Yeah, except let your dog vote. You can't have that.
Can't have it.
Yeah, what kind of save was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay. And your sneak attack is 2d6 right now. That's a natural 3 plus 1 wisdom.
Perfect. I'm gonna command grovel,
Okay? So he just falls to the ground.
and I'm gonna set up my teammates for a nice volleyball strike.
You got it.
No.
Nice. A little classic humiliation before he goes out.
Set,
yes.
pump, pike in that order. All right, so, yeah, he's groveling on the ground. Like down on the ground. All right. Anything else?
I spit on him, and that's it.
Oh, nice. All right, so just add a little flavor. Cultist number 3 is going to stay dead. Cultist number 1 is going to continue to grovel. What does it say? What does the command say? Does he get to save against it again, or? I haven't used command in forever, so I forget what stops it.
I don't know. I only play a real doctor on TV. A succeeds a wisdom saving throw. Follow the command on its next turn.
Oh, okay. So he has to grovel now. So that makes sense. So he's groveling. He loses his turn groveling. but every other cultist got to go. All right. That is cultist number 4, where I think he's dead too. Yeah,
if that was a level 2 one,
That's the one I killed.
Yep. What is it?
It says I can infect one additional creature for each spell slot level above 1, and I'm a level 2.
Oh, that's
Were you
Yeah, but
using a
what
level
level
2?
did you cast it at?
so
Level 2.
you can cast level 1 spells or 2 spells at higher levels, and every time you do it, most abilities get an added effect. So you could technically do it to 2 targets, but it would have to be 2 targets in range. And what's the range of it?
60 feet.
Okay, so it says you for each spell level above, you can target an additional person.
Above
Okay.
1.
So you could technically target cultist 2 if you wanted to.
Yeah, just mark off a second level spell slot.
Yeah, and I'll do one for
Weird.
cultist 2. Which that's
Let's do that.
that's a natural 10 plus 1, so 11. Does that succeed or fail? I think that fails.
Fails.
Okay, so on his turn, he'll also grovel. So cultist
Perfect.
number 5 is technically the shadow monster now. So this shadow, it's black, but it has like faint traces of blood circulating through it as it rushes up.
That's yucky.
And it is gonna do its shadow dance on Krevlin. Krevlin,
I like the dance.
Krevlin, I need a
But
dexterity.
you won't like that dance.
I need a dexterity saving throw as all this shadow and blood starts spinning around you.
10.
10, okay. Hold on. You take 15 points of necrotic damage as your skin starts to boil from the intense heat of this necrotic energy. It hurts a lot. No lingering effects at the moment, but you're in pain. That is going to be the shadow monster's turn. Rolo, you're up. You see that thing rush up to Krevlin and just start dousing him in this necrotic energy.
Nice. Okay, so
All the kids
can
are
I
getting
get to
further.
him?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can head towards them. You can get to cultist 1. Actually, no. Yeah, you can get to him.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go to him. I'm going to let me see.
So you see this thing dart across and to Krevlin, and then you see Rolo run up, jump on the conveyor belt, and like jump up in the air with a leaping strike.
Nice. Okay. But am I gonna have advantage? Is he flanked?
Technically, yes, he's flanked, so you would.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Let me twice there. I'm gonna do the my standard attack.
Okay. There's like so much going on over here with this giant
I think
hyena.
19 should hit.
Yeah, 19 hits for sure.
All right, and then I'm gonna roll again.
He's
see if
fast,
I
but he's
nat.
not that fast.
Oh, nice. 22. Okay.
Yeah, they
So
both
the
hit.
better one was 22. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna cast smite on
Yep,
that.
go for it.
Is one of the
You gather that radiant energy is probably going to be good.
nice. Okay. So that'll be a divine smite, and then that
But what
gives
about
me-
necrotic damage?
Probably less good.
So 3d8
That's weird. You healed it.
and d12. Okay. And
I also don't suggest bleeding on it.
Yeah. Denari, don't forget also, as a tiefling, if somebody hits you, you can reaction catch them on fire.
28.
Look up your hellish rebuke. It's a racial ability.
I don't know if she's got the right lineage for that. I know she's got a lineage.
I thought it was
but
all.
the tieflings have different ones.
Oh, I thght it was
Yeah,
all.
different tieflings have different things.
Oh,
28
But you
radiant
might
damage.
have that one.
how much
I
damage?
don't know what you're saying to me.
28.
Let me look at your sheet.
radiant.
I might be able to see it.
So you like bring the axe down in the shadow with this radiant energy, and it literally dissipates, and then tries to reform in this blast of radiant energy, and it like breaks apart in places, and then very quickly it like T1000s back together, and it's like,
Oh, nice.
but you definitely are fucking it up.
Okay. I have a second attack as well.
Go
You
for
can
it.
attack it twice. Yeah. So.
28 damage from one attack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because of the smite.
Nice.
I know, paladins. Yeah, go for it.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna hit 19, and then I'll roll the second one. Second one wouldn't have hit, but yeah, so 19 hits because I have advantage on it. So I'm gonna do the last one of those.
Okay.
And
No,
then,
she. Go ahead first.
And then three, and then
I thought it was a racial ability. I guess I didn't realize they added more to them, but
3.
Yeah, they have like 3 different lineages now.
okay, that's new.
28
hers
again.
is
Ooh!
nice. Good
All right.
hit, Rolo.
So yeah, you guys
Hers
see.
is chthonic, which is resistance to necrotic damage.
Oh, remember
and she
that.
gains chill touch, false life, and ray of enfeeblement.
Nice. So
once
yeah,
for long rests.
all this necrotic damage coming from the maul demons, the necrotic portion of it you half. So just remember that. And the shadow you would half because he's using necrotic damage. So anyway, you see him run up to Krevlin and like douse him in this energy, and Krevlin's like, that hurts. And as you see Rolo jump up. Oh, his axe just radiant energy just slams down on top of the shadow. It breaks apart, forms back together, and he swings it back around and once again, and it just breaks apart and just like desolidifies across the air. You fucked that thing up.
Nice.
And
And then I for bonus action I did last cast lay on hands for 4.
Sure.
Good.
And as that happens, you see this red stone from where you blew this thing up. You see this red stone fall and clatter to the ground.
Nice.
And it seems to have like a very faint red glow to it.
Oh, nice.
All right. Cultist number 2 and 1 are groveling. So we don't really need to roll for this. You guys can do what you want with them because they're not going to get turns. So
Yeah. Gravel, bitch.
it shouldn't. And he shall do that because you have commanded. All right, so
Yeah.
I want to ask him real quick what this thing is that we're about to this orange or yellow thingy right before we kill him.
The stone, or
Yeah, I asked him if they know what that stone is before we kill him.
it is a bloodstone.
What does it do?
It is a gift from the Dark One himself to pledge our loyalty to him.
Hey,
Is it like-
thanks.
Is it super powerful?
Oh, super powerful.
If I touch it, will it hurt me?
Probably.
Can I trust you?
Absolutely not.
Okay, Krillin.
Honesty.
All right, I set
What?
you up for a nice spike.
Yeah, you guys want to kill them, or what do you want to do?
Definitely. They were enslaving kids.
Yeah. The kids are all like off. You see like there's little tables with food that all the workers were eating. All the kids are just all over the tables just eating all the fucking fresh food. Just walking across the table, eating all the food, drinking all the drink, and screaming and cheering. This kid's like, there's nobody over here. I'm going to come hang out with you guys. All right, so he's over there with them. And then this kid
Do they?
in here.
Can can we search their bodies after Krevlin kills them?
Yeah, go for it. Make everybody make investigation checks to search
Oh,
this
is
whole
the
area.
shadow monster's dead?
Yeah, Grant 2-shotted it.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I thought we still had him to
Nice.
kill.
Yeah,
So
it
everybody's
had
dead?
it had 59 hit points, and he killed it in
Oh,
one
that's
turn.
a low
so-
investigation.
I've
And
used
then-
Divine Smite twice in a row, and it has radiant damage, so it did like probably twice as much, or
It did a lot.
being
I got
dead.
20 on
Well,
investigation.
What's this frozen
Okay.
lake here in the middle?
Yeah, you can investigate that. Elenthi, looking through the area with how high did you roll?
20.
20. You find about
Right on.
20 gold pieces amongst pockets and areas, and you find one thing that catches your eye is you find what looks like a staff that's off in the corner next to some boxes, and it seems to have some runes on it.
I'm going to take that.
Pretty.
You got it.
Roll a 13.
13. 13, you find yourself about 5 gold coins, And
Nice.
if you want to keep them, you find a couple nice daggers.
I'll see who wants the daggers. I'll
Sure.
ask anybody else if they want
All
them.
right, Denari, what'd you get?
12.
12. You find about 6 gold pieces, but you also find a ring on one of the cultists that it's hard to tell if it's magic, but it does look really nice.
Put it in my pocket.
I put it in my pocket. All right, Nixie, what'd you get?
That's only a 3.
A 3. You're kind of like, shit, I can't find anything. Everybody else is getting good stuff, but then your foot hits something, you look down and it's shiny, and you find a gold coin.
Well, you can always have my
Yay!
daggers. so-
Congratulations! Krevlin, what'd you roll for the lake?
Was it investigate?
Yes. And the lake is frozen.
10.
10. It's really hard to tell what it is, Krevlin, but probably about 7 feet, 6, 7 feet, hard to tell, especially with a 10. You see something about 6 or 7 feet down that looks like it's glowing, but it's hard to tell. It might just be the reflection of the little bit of light that's in here.
I want to yell to the others and say that I think something's glowing down inside this frozen lake beneath the ice.
Oh,
Someone
boy.
else should check that out because I'm going to go sing to the kids.
I think I'll let it sleep. Whatever it is probably doesn't need to be disturbed.
Yay! All the kids are like
Yeah.
holding hands and doing like a flower dance around you.
Yeah. Yay! Little stars, your light so bright. Your chains are broken, you're safe tonight. Run through fields of laughter soar. No one will bind you evermore.
All the kids are like cheering, like yay! They're all like malnourished, dirty, and have food stains like all over their faces.
I'm gonna cast
Go ahead.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on them one by one to keep they clean them.
You're starting to figure out which ones are boys and which ones are girls because all the dirt and shit's getting out of their hair and their faces. So it's easier to tell, facial features.
I'm gonna ask
clothes are still
everybody.
tattered, but they're clean at least.
Yep.
I wonder what's going on upstairs.
Yeah, there's a
Do you
little.
want to go see
what's
what's
up with-
going on now that we've freed
Someone
these
figure
kids?
out
Do you
what's
want to
up in
like?
that lake. There's something glowing down there. It's probably important.
Can I use Guri? Foreknowledge?
What does it say?
Augury.
You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a course of action. Oh no, it's about that I'm about to take. Well, what if I don't know.
Well, I mean, so
I don't know.
it says that you get read it one more time. I'm trying to listen.
You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity
Uh-huh.
about the results of a course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Okay, so what are you
The DM chooses the omen.
what are you focusing this augury on? The lake or something else?
Could I do it on the lake?
If you want to.
I feel like yeah.
All right, make a let's make this a let's see. You're a rogue cleric, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make a wisdom check for me. Just a straight wisdom check. So roll a dice and add your wisdom modifier.
Roll a d20.
Yep, and then just add whatever your modifier is for your wisdom.
16.
16.
No, 15.
15.
15.
So you close your eyes and use augury on this lake, and you hear a whisper in your you don't know what the voice is. You've never heard the voice before, but you're closing your eyes and you hear once again, and you hear, look. And you open up your eyes, and as you do, you see each one of your teammates has a number on their head that is like on fire. Like it's just a flaming number on their head. And as that happens, you see what looks like a little trace of light go from each number on the head, then down to the lake. And it like cascades down into the lake, and it seems like it's wanting you to focus on whatever is on that lake. If you want to write down the numbers, you can.
Yes, please.
Okay. So on, let me check this. Hang on. On Alinthi, you see a 7. On Rolo, you see a 4. Hang on. On Nixie, you see a 3. And on Krevlin, you see a 1.
Yeah, boy.
Okay,
First base, boy!
Number one.
L
You
for
already
love.
noticed?
Number one.
Do I notice like a string coming to me that I could use like a dagger to see if there's a number on my forehead?
So using like a reflective surface, you do not see any number on your head.
Okay.
But you got the order in which you saw them was 7, 4, 3, and 1. And then it's pointing down into the lake. And the voice, you've never heard that voice before. It sounded like not natural. But it just said, "Look." And that's all you heard.
I feel like I have something that I can connect with telepathically.
Okay. What are you trying to tell with the voice you heard or something else?
Yeah, the voice I heard.
Okay. What does it say?
What's up, my guy?
What do you What does it have? Hello, I need more information. Return to sender.
Excuse me. Good question. Where did I see this?
Oh, and don't forget that Denari, that you the information that you were requesting for the lost article pages of the history is probably available at this point back in town. So don't forget that.
About time.
Yay.
Oh, okay, so I have psychic whispers.
I found it. Okay.
It only took me forever.
Okay, psychic whispers. What does it say it does?
As a magic action, choose up to 3 creatures you can see. Oh, damn it. Can I see it?
Nope.
And roll a 1d6 for a number of
wouldn't
hours equal to the number rolled.
You wouldn't be able to see it.
I have
Yeah.
awakened mind that says that, but I have to choose a creature that I can see within 30 feet.
Yeah. There's no creatures other than the leftover bits and pieces of the ones you killed here, which isn't going to do you any good because they're dead. Is anybody picking up that red stone, or are they just leaving it there?
Maybe with a handkerchief.
Okay.
Not touching that thing directly.
All right, you pick up the red glowing gem with a handkerchief. Just
I'm
add
definitely gonna
glowing gem to your inventory.
I'm gonna bring the song down a little bit to something that's a little bit like slow and soothing.
Okay.
Kids can sit
Actually,
down. We're not gonna
can I-
dance anymore, but
That's what they do. They all sit down and start eating what little food they have on them.
I might
There's
hand the
the
gem over
cultists have food.
to Rolo. I trust him more with it.
Okay, Rolo.
What's
She
this?
hands you the bloodstone. What did you want, Krevlin?
what's this green building?
You'd have to go look at it. Some type of wooden building with windows and a door that it ran into.
I wonder if there's
Okay.
more food.
Did he
Kids,
ever come
you know-
back out? Is he still in there?
He
No,
came out.
He came out and then
Bandit
killed
took
himself
room.
and became the shadow.
Yeah, he
monster.
came out with 4 other cultists, and they all killed themselves to become that
Yep.
giant shadow monster.
Can I command the
remember.
thing in the lake to approach?
It's not. Command doesn't work. Like you kind of focus on that. It's not creature or organic.
Whack. Okay, I got nothing left.
Okay.
What's in the green building?
Oh yeah,
Who wants to go look?
cookies and refreshments.
Kids, do you know what's in that wooden building over there?
Cookies and refreshments. No, they don't say that.
Party.
Cotton candy. No. So you. They say no. They're not. They were never allowed over there. But they
I
saw.
can go peek
Lot-
my hyena head in the window.
Lots of people went in and out of there all the time, though. Okay, you peek your giant hyena head in there. As you're looking in there, you see what looks like a couple tables, some crates filled with unknown substances, and a tunnel system that looks like it's leading further into the mountain.
What sounds do hyenas make?
It's kind of like
They
a,
make a laugh.
Thing.
They're like a yip.
Do whatever sound to be like, come over here.
well, they're not gonna understand that. You guys hear the hyena going, hey,
Oh,
hey,
I know, but I'm just saying, like, getting their attention.
and it like paws.
Okay.
It like paws for you guys to come over.
All right.
Oh boy,
Let's
I
see
think the
this.
hyena wants us to stay away. I think it's signaling danger. Don't go over there.
It says, get back in your minecarts and go, run,
The
leave.
I
hyena
think I need
is,
to go outside to go potty.
Come on, kids.
Lindsay, the giant hyena, is warning us to stay away.
Everybody's leaving. Just kidding. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm not going to go over there because
so- Yeah,
Got
that's
these
fine.
kids.
So you're out helping the kids. Anybody
I'll
else?
go over.
All right.
Yeah.
Mary and Nixie.
I'll come with you, just in case there's something to worry about.
We'll leave. I'll
All
leave you
right,
off.
guys. I'm gonna stay with the kids. Call me if you need help.
What do you want to do, Rollo?
Best babysitter.
Yep.
Are the kids at all? Any of them need like healing or anything?
I mean, they're all malnourished and hurt and tired. I would say most of them are probably losing a hit point or two. They probably have about 5 hit points.
How many kids are there?
5.
I mean, you say I could probably get like 10, get them all the way back up.
Yeah, I'd say you could do that.
All right. Yeah, I'll use 10 of my lay on hands
All right.
for them.
So you basically just kind of help the kids get cleaned up and make sure they're okay and reassure them. And as you do, your hands are glowing and what wounds they have are starting to seep up. One of them's like, I feel much better, thank you.
All right, and they're clean too.
Yep. It looks like two girls and 3 boys. And they're all human. So, all right. So that's what you see in the green building. Is there anything else you guys are doing with the lake, or are you leaving it alone?
I really
Probably
want
leave
to
it
get
alone
that.
for now. I didn't really do
I want
much
to get
with
that.
it.
I want to get that glowy thing, but
All right. What's your plan to do so?
I ran out of ideas.
It's about 6 or 7 feet down in the ice.
kids, you know what's down in that ice lake that's glowing?
They had us mining it for all kinds of things, different types of rock and other things, but that thing in the center they seem to be really worried about, but we didn't get to it. You guys showed up. Thank goodness you guys showed up. The other kids, one of the you asked the girl first, and she's just like, she doesn't want to talk. She just starts crying.
Aww.
But one of the boys is being braver
I'll
and
comfort her.
just starts.
I'll
Their
comfort
ages,
her.
guys. Their ages are like between 7 and 11, so they're young.
I'll comfort them.
Okay.
Poor kiddos.
And one of them's like, I want my mama.
Where can we take you? Where is she at? We'll take you. Where are we taking you after this?
All of them seem to say that they're essentially from the same areas. They're from the local fishing villages of Pelmoon. So they're Pelmoon. They're Pelanian people. So.
Ah. Well, bring them back home. And they'll get sorted back into their proper homes, hopefully. They have one.
Are we worried about these? I know I'm hyena, and I can't actually ask you this, but are we worried about these tunnels? Or what's in these boxes in this house?
We should
Yep,
definitely check
yep,
the
yep,
tunnels
yep, yep.
out.
Okay. So what's the order of things here? What do we?
I want to check the boxes first
All right.
before.
Make an investigation check on the boxes.
Just in case we have to fight more people, I don't want to change back out of my
23.
wild shape because I can't
I got
change
you.
back
You're
into
good.
it later.
23. So inside the chests are some nice clothes, all manner of sizes and for different people. And you find a couple bags of dried rations, and you find one really nice looking bottle of whiskey.
I
Very
pocket the whiskey
Okay.
and I holler for Krevlin to come get the stuff for the kids.
okay, high dollar whiskey too. You're your best guess just from looking at it and everything. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 or 9 gold just for this bottle of whiskey. So very nice whiskey.
Dang.
I'm there for it.
All right, Krevlin, are you coming to check out the clothes?
The whiskey? You see there's whiskey?
It's
No
up
one
to
said anything about the whiskey yet.
yeah. It's up to
No.
her.
Whiskey's in my pocket already. No, just clothes and dry rations.
You want to get any of the clothes for the kids?
Kids, get over here. There's clothes for you.
Oh boy, clothes, my favorite.
Ill-fitting and warm is better than
Oh.
whatever they're wearing right now.
Yep, it is very cold down here. So there's not a lot of heat down here. It's probably I'd say it's probably 55, 57 degrees down here. It's cold.
No. Take whatever you want, whatever you need.
And whatever reason, that center lake just seems to be way colder than the rest of the area, and you don't know why.
Does it look like solid ice, super thick, or I could chip through the ice and get its water?
The top of it, I would say the first couple feet look pretty thick, but based on best guess, past that, it seems to get a little bit less and less as you get further down. The kids have done some work to it because it used to be a lot higher. They've gotten through a pretty good layer of it.
Let's see what spells I got going on here.
I was like, I have. I mean, I have guiding bolt.
I mean,
I can do 3 times.
Guiding bolt might help a little bit with the initial part of it, but
What about sacred flame?
Sacred Flame I think is radiant, right? Not fire. Radiant wouldn't do a whole lot. The ice isn't evil.
Could I cast Identify on the glowing? Oh, never mind. I have to touch it.
Same. I thought about that.
Ooh. If we can put something flammable over where you want it, I could use create bonfire.
Yeah, I mean it'd take a while, but it would. If you guys waited a couple hours, it would melt through it.
Could I, if I cast Unseen Servant, could I just command it to get that, retrieve that as fast as possible?
I mean, you could make it grab a pickaxe and just start going to town. It's
Yeah.
a single pickaxe with him would probably take 5 or 6 hours for him to get through that.
Yeah,
If we work together, it'll probably go
What if-
faster.
What if she's melting from the top, and I cast Unseen Servant below the frozen level, so he's chipping at it from below?
I mean, it's not like solid ice; it's still ice. So if you did that, until you melted past that, he'd still be stuck. Like he's not going to be able to get a good swing down there. It's not like it's not as thick, but it's still ice.
If we got it down to a certain point, could I do trimmers with my
What does it say?
matry? You know, English isn't my first language. You cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
So I would say if you get low enough, I would allow that to probably crack the ice enough for you to start digging through the ice faster. But you're gonna have to get through. You're gonna have to get through the first 2 layers. Bonfire probably take 2 hours. Pickaxe would take about 5.
So I have a bomb.
Cultists over it, and I'll bonfire the
Oh,
cultists.
yeah, you do have a bomb.
He
I have
does
a
have a
bomb.
bomb.
Are we
You
worried
took the
about things
firebomb.
like rumbling the cave and falling on us?
I mean, it's a pretty
We're
sound
a mine.
cave. It's definitely gonna make noise, but
We were dropping things from the top, so.
I have a
Yellow.
bomb.
I hit the bomb at first.
you guys also know that there's other soldiers scattered through this mountain because you passed a bunch of them on the rail tracks.
Whatever we do, we kind of have to hurry so we don't get ambushed in this area.
Yeah, and we got to get back up to Master Yin.
Well, what about this tunnel?
Well, the tunnel.
Yeah, we did.
Looking around that tunnel, just from unless you're gonna climb the side of the mountains and go across the mine
Oh, I thought it
tracks.
was like a.
No, this is whenever you guys went over and saw the frozen lake and the kids cheering. That's what this is.
Oh.
So you see the tracks way up there, but they're like
So we can't go out the way we came.
more or
At
less
least not easy.
not easily. And I don't know if you guys have climbing gear or not.
And
I
we're
have
definitely not
fly.
going to be able to take the kids out.
Well,
the
fly
way
would
we
work,
came.
but I think you can only hit 2 people. Level 3, or are you at level 4 now?
3.
Yeah, so I think fly's level 2, so I think you can get 1 additional person.
So we're gonna blow this up. Where are we putting the kids?
Yeah, that's the other thing. You got
Maybe
the
in the
kids,
building?
too.
In the building, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if we? I don't know. I need to rest.
I think
I
the
need to
tunnels
sit
are going to
right
be our best way to go.
Yeah, it's the
We have
tunnels.
to lead somewhere.
It's the tunnels, or continue to dig in the lake and see what's there, or try to climb the mountains and hope for the best. But the kids are not going to be able to climb the mountains. They're way too malnourished, and they're kids.
Yeah, I want to use my bomb to get. I want to get this glowy thing.
Okay. Go ahead and.
Get the kid. All right,
Everyone's
hold
in
on,
the
kids.
house.
Do you want to throw it, or do you want to set some kind of mechanism to make it trigger?
Mechanism to make it trigger.
All right, so you set up a little mechanism. Give me just a survival or performance check on making this mechanism.
10.
All right. Simple contraption. It may work. You set it down, walk away, kind of wait. It takes. You're kind of losing a little bit of steam because 1 minute passes, nothing. And then you get to the 2-minute mark and you're like, it's a dud. And you like kind of walk towards it and then it clink. The entire area shakes. All the kids scream.
Exactly as planned.
All the kids scream. Ice flies all over the place. Yeah, that got you down like a good solid like 2.5, 3 feet. So the rest of the ice is like you'll still have to get through it, but it's gonna be a lot quicker and a lot easier. So
Okay.
Nice.
So trimmer.
yeah, tremors. She starts separating the ice. You concentrate. It takes 5 or 6 minutes, but you're able to get it all out of the way. And as you guys see that, you see what looks like a square box of like golden color that just kind of like starts to kind of fall a little bit and float in what little bit of water from the ice that's melted there, and it's just floating there.
Dibs.
Okay, you pick it up. Okay, as you pick it up, you see what looks like a little stone, like a little socket that could fit some type of small stone, and in front of that there is what looks like you've seen something similar to this before, but it's kind of like a lockbox, but instead of like switches on the front to change numbers, there's little sigils that you press and it changes different numbers.
Oh.
So how many number combinations does it?
It takes
Is it
four.
asking?
It takes 4 total numbers.
Okay. Does it look like if I try too many times, it'll lock me out for a minute, and then if I try again wrong, it'll lock me out for 5 minutes?
It's hard. It like switches to the numbers from Lost and just starts ticking down a timer. No, it.
I'm talking about when the kids get a hold of my iPad.
Oh.
And I get it, and it says locked out for 1 hour.
Yeah, and then you finally get it back, and it's like you are locked out for 7 weeks, 13 days.
I've had to completely restore to factory my iPad because of my kids.
Yeah, that sucks.
Brooke almost factory reset my phone once, because
If you do the combination enough times wrong for the pattern, it factory wipes the phone.
Yeah, it's anti-theft.
And she was sitting there going through, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, child, not do that."
Pattern
All your
locks
photos.
really
Real
bad
way.
for pattern locks really bad for dementia patients. Anyway, yeah. So 4-number combination and a stone, some kind of stone socket or a ball or something.
I think
There's a
his
stone.
stone would fit in there.
Maybe.
I'm
There was
gonna
a
meander
stone
out
laying around
like
here.
Brooklyn.
Let's get
Rose.
outside and talk to Mr. Yin, see if he knows what's up.
well,
We
we're
can't
gonna
go
have
back
to go
up.
through the tunnel or try to
Well,
climb.
he's just so
Kids
smart.
can't
I
climb.
think we should ask him.
All right. Are you guys escorting the
Definitely
kids?
ask
Escorting the kids through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Let's get out of it. Let's
Yeah.
get out of here, kids.
Okay. So you start.
Might as well.
You start.
Can we do a short rest?
Yeah. You can take a couple hours to do a short rest.
Is that a good idea, guys? A couple hours, or because like
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
We've got enough time.
So you can use your hit. You can hit short rest and use your hit die to heal, and then make sure you complete the short rest to get any abilities or things back that you would get from a short rest.
My wild shape doesn't come back though, right? Oh, it's only long rest.
Yeah, wild shape. Wild shape would I don't think comes back on a short rest. You'd have to check it.
Gotcha.
It
Okay,
might.
let me look. I don't think it does, but oh yeah,
How long were those?
per short rest. Nice.
Oh, good. I couldn't remember if it did.
how
or
long
not.
do those extra hit points last?
8 hours.
Oh, nice!
Oh,
That
good.
gave me back my focus points.
Good.
So I'll come back to human form now, since I can change back later.
Yeah, I
You could
think
have
I'd
been a
rather.
person this whole time, and instead you stayed a hyena for no reason.
I didn't realize. I thought I had to save it,
Mm.
so I was
Alright.
like, let me stay a hyena just in case.
Yeah. So what do you
It's
got?
probably also warmer if you think about it. They do have fur.
That's true.
So you're just traversing
get out.
through the cave, right?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right.
I'm
About
trying to get topside.
about a couple 100 feet up through the cave, you guys hit this corner that smells terrible. And as you look off to the side, it looks like some type of like egg sac or something that are kind of just in this area with this little like cesspool of liquid, and they're just pulsating there. And
Darn it.
a couple of them look like they've been split open.
Oh, hooray.
Can I tell what it is?
Yeah, what is that?
Make a shit. I don't know. Make a nature
Nature
check.
might.
Yeah, nature or medicine.
I'll try nature.
Try to.
Nature's
Ooh,
probably
that's
going
a
to be
21.
better. Okay.
22.
7.
So
7.
Yeah, 7 unfortunately doesn't.
Guys, breakfast.
It's it's nasty.
Eggs.
It's nasty and probably not edible.
I think I'm
Nix,
vegetarian now.
Nixie, you think real hard, and you cannot. There's no way for you to know exactly what it is, but your best guess is that this thing is hatching like hatchlings from whatever these mall demons are. It might be like offspring pods or something for like newer types of monsters or something that these things spawned.
Get it on
Okay.
fire.
And there's
Yeah, I
and
was
there's
gonna
some
say
that,
I'm gonna create bonfire in one of the empty
Okay.
and let it just spread across.
Yep, they slowly start sizzling, and like one of them like starts like like convulsing as it burns. And
That way they don't have a whole
Flame
cesspool
tick's
of
good, and
monsters just
within-
waiting.
within a few moments, they just completely char.
all of them.
Yep, no more pulsating. And
Good.
the little cesspool that was there is kind of like boiling, and you just see like some like little tiny like worm-like things float to the top of it.
Ew.
Gross.
Anybody want to take a drink or
Yeah, no.
Prevalent.
Pass.
Does it look alcoholic?
no?
No, thank you.
All right. Further up, it smells terrible in here. Further up and further up, you guys must have been traveling this tunnel for over an hour as you're like going, and you do feel like you're slowly making height as you do. As you come up to this other area, it splits off into 2 tunnels, one left and one right.
Oh man.
So what do you want to do?
How do the kids look? Do they look tired?
Yeah. One
Why
of
don't
them.
we do scouting parties then?
One of
Yeah,
them is.
let's-
Yeah, one of the kids is asleep, and the other 2 kids are like holding him. He's just passed out.
Yeah, let the kids rest, and then we split. Some stay with the kids, and some go.
Okay,
See
I'll
which is the best
scout.
way out.
how do you want to do this?
Daenerys also a good scout. For
Wait,
sure.
don't you guys have familiars?
What?
Yeah, I can cast
Yes, I
my
do,
familiar.
actually.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
Brad,
I'm
I
gonna
do actually have a familiar.
Go for it.
I don't use it very often.
Sometimes I know what's going on.
So I'm gonna do find familiar then, and go down the right tunnel.
I will do the same, and I'll send mine down the left.
Okay.
And sit down and communicate through its eyes.
Yeah, same.
All right. Okay, so which one's going down the right? Which one's going down the left?
I'm going down the right tunnel.
Okay. So the butterfly, that's what you're using?
Mhm.
Okay. The butterfly down the right. Through your eyes, you see it's like darkness, 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 darkness for quite a while. And then as you like go to like turn this corner, the last thing you see is what looks like a large hand just, and the butterfly sinks out, and you're back to your self.
Maybe we shouldn't go that way if the left is any better.
There's just a
Fine.
small rat traveling down the left.
Is there another familiar? Because I have a familiar too. So
The rat, there's only 2 tunnels, so if you wanted to send another one down one, you could. So the left tunnel, the rat is running across it, probably about 5 or 6 minutes of running, and it's very faint, but you do see what looks like a light source coming from that side.
I'll have it investigate the light source before I actually
Make an
cut
investigation check.
connection.
Make an investigation check.
16?
Okay, your best guess is it's a light source from either it's a light source to either the outside, like even moonlight's going to be more reflective than nothing. So it's either a light source from the moon to the outside, or it is a man-made light source. It's hard to tell from this distance because it's not going to be.
So there is light at the other end.
It's not going to be daytime, so.
I'll I'll instruct it to come back.
Okay.
And then break the connection enough to let everybody know that there's light on the left tunnel, but I don't know what kind.
Okay, at this point, she relays that to you guys, and down the right tunnel, you hear a massive roar, and like the whole tunnel system starts to shake, and
Balrog.
and you hear what sounds like
Oh, no.
you hear what sounds like heavy footsteps charging down the right tunnel.
Oh, no.
And that is that the one where the butterfly went down, or is that the one?
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh,
it crushed
hey,
my
guys,
butterfly.
Let's go
Can
down this
you
other.
wild shape again?
The
and
kids
carry
all-
the kids.
The kids all start screaming.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
let's go down
can.
Let's go down that tunnel, guys.
Let's get the kids out and
Let's
Not
send
the
the-
tunnel
guys!
with the roar.
Let's send the kids down this tunnel. We'll make a break for that one.
yeah. I mean, Rolo can carry some kids too.
Yeah, Rolo can
Without
carry.
me spending a wild shape.
Rolo could carry a kid in each arm and one on the back of his neck easily.
So that's 3 kids.
And then the other 2 could sit on either your wild shape, or each one of you could piggyback a kid without too much slowdown.
Okay, I'll piggyback one.
I'll piggyback a kid.
Okay, so you guys are all running down the left one then?
You're hauling ass.
All right, you're hauling ass, running.
I'll take the last spot since I don't have a kid to try and cover the rear.
Okay, as you
Yeah.
as you
I'll
do
take
that.
the lead since I also don't have a kid.
All right, so you're follow me, and you're like running through, and the shiny gleam of the moonlight ever closer to his pockets and beautiful gold trim as it just reflects. As you guys are like running, it's hard not to want to turn around to look. And as you're like running around and turning, you see from this vantage point, you hear the roar, and you see these massive hands just like pulling itself through the tunnel system coming towards you guys. And in the very deep distance, occasionally you can see what looks like a blood red eye, and it's just coming towards you guys. All right, so you're running. You finally get to the end. It does appear to be moonlight as you guys all come out the other end of a tunnel that's not really anywhere close to where you left Master Yin. It's quite a ways. And you make it out into the moonlight. At this point, you can still hear the roaring coming towards you, so what are you doing?
Keep running.
What?
keep
Yeah.
running.
Do we run out into like an open area? Or are we on the side of a mountain?
There's trees and stuff, so you can
Trees?
run into those if you want.
Let's run toward the
All right,
trees.
so are you guys? Is your plan to just keep running through the trees, or do you want to run in the trees and hide, or what do you want to do?
I
Should
want to
we
hide. I'd like to try to get close to, like, if we could find Master Yen again.
Okay.
Or find his dead body if they killed him.
do we know what direction?
You
he's
don't
in?
have the map anymore, so you're not going to know the exact coordinates. You just know that it doesn't look like where you were.
Yeah, you said there was mountains, so I would think I might be able to locate myself a little bit.
I
more.
would say that you would know that you went further, probably further north, and Master Yin would have been further south. So
Okay,
you
so
would
I
want to
wanna
go
head
south
south.
against, yeah.
Just running south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Run south until we can't run anymore, and then
Stick
at
to the
that
mountain?
point try to hide.
And just stick to the mountain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, running through the trees across the mountain, you do hear what sounds like lighter footsteps because it's no longer on like mountain, and you do get the sense that it's following you. The kids are all trying to keep quiet, but they're all freaking out at the same time. And like one of them's like, "I don't want to get eaten," and the other one's like, "I don't want to die. I'm sorry. I'm scared." All right. So yeah,
Trying to
you're
console while we're running.
going through there. You found an area that looks like it almost feels like whatever's coming is gaining on you because the kids are slowing you down. So it's up to you if you want to keep running or if you want to try to make a hide. It's up to you.
What do you guys want to do?
We could
Like
send
I
the
said,
kids
run
ahead
is-
and buy them time.
Run as far as we can, and then we try to hide.
Yeah. So this would be the best area to
I
hide.
think this is it. I think it's time to hide.
All right.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to do anything before you make stealth checks?
Can we send the kids up into the trees?
You could.
Doesn't
Can I?
have Pass Without a Trace?
I was about to say, is it too late to do Pass Without a
No,
Trace?
no, you can do that. The kids going up the trees, they'd all have to make climb checks, so that's up to you.
Yeah,
Or
I'm gonna
anywhere
pass,
we can hide them away from
pass without
us.
a trace.
Okay, so
On
everybody,
the whole group.
everybody, including the kids, gets +10 to their stealth. So,
Okay.
everybody
Maybe they
makes
can hide.
stealth checks, and I'll do the ones for the kids.
I'm just afraid they'll get seen.
That's
We
a
get
26.
+10 on that, right?
+10.
23.
Yep.
That's a 26.
Yeah, you guys are pretty sure.
26.
You guys are pretty sure that Krevlin and Nixie just took off. No, so
Oh, I got a 24.
Oh,
So-
my God.
3.
nice. One of the kids got 26. One of them got 22. One of them got 18. One of them got 12, and one of them got 27.
Dang.
Okay, so only the 12
Healthy
is really
kid.
in danger.
Yeah. So the monster just comes out, eats the one that got 12, and everybody else is fine. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
I rolled
So-
on that 20.
Okay. Nice. So even Rolo's like, I'm a
Really
tree.
disappears.
It worked.
Yeah, Rolo like puts his shield in front of him and blends in with the tree. He's like,
The only time I'll ever be stealthy.
yeah, he's like, I'm the blend master. So, okay, so you all do that and hide, and let me, take a look. Ooh, wow.
Whatever it is, roll
okay.
bad.
Okay, so as you're hiding, eventually the footsteps come to a like kind of a stop, and you see this massive hand kind of reach across one of the trees and like pull itself forward, and as it does, you see this. It's kind of like a like the front of it is almost kind of like similar flesh and stuff to the Maul Demon, like same coloration. But as its hands come out, you see like the sides of its arms opening up with teeth inside. And like it's each one of its fingers and everything have these like elongated claws that are just filled with this ichor. And as it comes out, it starts walking forward and it has this slide behind it, like a tail. And as the tail is coming behind it, you can just see what looks like numerous mouths across the tail. And all of them just seem to be like biting at like whatever they can find. And it seems that this creature, whatever it is, it does not hunt by vision, it hunts by sound. Is your best guess. And it
I
is
don't like it.
sliding through here. And this thing is huge. Like it's probably, I would say it's probably the size of like a big pickup truck. It's big. So it's sliding through here and everything, and different little like almost like rattlers, like are almost like a snake, are coming up and like like it's trying to like echolocate wherever you might be. And all the kids are like the one that rolled 12. You hear like a it's like, as he farts.
Slap my hand over his mouth.
Like cover his little butt. Don't do that.
Oh, I didn't know he
He
I thought he
farted.
just made a noise. Never mind.
So, no, he doesn't fart. I'm just joking. So, collectively, you guys rolled really good, so it's probably not going to find you. And it kind of like... And it, like, the mouths kind of settle down and the rattles settle down, and it quicker than anything you've seen other than maybe Master Yin. It turns and it starts slithering back towards the mountains, and you just hear as it's like going back towards the mountain. All right, and that's you guys give about a 2 or 3 minute buffer, and
Yeah. God, we didn't try and fight that guy.
the coast seems to be clear.
That was freaky. That I think out of everything, that was the freakiest thing I've seen.
Yeah, you don't. It was some type of.
No, second to
I didn't
the
like
the
it.
spider.
I say it's some type of abomination, but you're not sure exactly what. Rolo, you could tell by looking at it, it was definitely undead,
Is
Like-
it a gibbering mouther?
demon and undead. Is it what?
Well, I'm sorry you
Is
lost
it a
a
gibbering
familiar.
mouther?
Maybe.
It just gets unsummoned and then kind of gets rather cranky with us sometimes.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
they don't die.
They don't die.
Just
they go back.
return to where they come from.
Yeah, they go back to a
Do we
pocket,
wanna
a pocket dimension.
Trying to make
They only die
our
if you
way
kill them on
to
the
what's his face.
hell plane that they're from.
What's that, Rolo?
Do we want to try and make our way down back to Master Yin, like where we think he might be? Just
You're
because
Continuing.
if
To,
it's
yeah,
Keep
go ahead.
heading south.
Yeah, if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So you continue to head south. As you do,
I want to cast Fly on myself and kind of scout ahead. Go ahead.
So you guys see Krevlin start to kind of float up in the air as he's like looking around.
Actually, do one of the kids want to go for a quick fly?
I like to fly. One of the kids is like, me.
Do this.
All right, he jumps up on you and he's like, am I gonna fly with you?
Definitely one hand forward, Superman pose.
All right, as you guys just see Krevlin like Peter Pan up into the air, with the kid like, this is fun. Don't drop me. You guys better get ready to do some fucking clapping.
Do you want to? Actually, I forgot. I always cast at maximum level. Do any of you want to fly with me?
Come fly with me. Come
anybody
fly.
Else also want to fly?
I'll fly.
I think my blood pressure's already high enough. I'll stay on the ground.
I'm okay.
Rolo, Rolo, you want to fly with me? Let's fly.
Rolo, it takes you a second to
carry me.
I don't have to carry you. I cast everything at maximum, and I can add an additional creature.
Like one of your French. Carry me like one of your French girls.
Like we'll both just be. You're flying on your own for 10 minutes.
Gay. No, all right. So you.
Sure, you can fly. I'm sure I'll fly with you, Krevlin.
You cast it on him, and he starts flying. You kind of takes you a second to get used to it, Rolo. You're like, whoa, but you figure it out, and you start floating with everybody else. About 20 or 30 minutes of this scouting ahead, you guys see a very familiar area to where you had left Master Yin. You see what looks like bodies on the ground, but you don't. It's hard to make out from here. You'll have to get closer.
Get closer.
I say let's go down and see if they got any goodies.
All right.
Master Yin's blind.
We can see them,
anything.
right? So we can just follow along on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys get up there.
We're twice as fast as you guys, though.
Yeah. You get up there and you see the guy that was in plate mail is on the ground and his head is just smashed into the ground. Definitely dead.
Nice.
His armor's not magic, it's plate. His blade is not magic. Then there's two other guys with crossbows that are both look like they've just been like ripped in half, and they're both on the ground. You do not see the pixie, you do not see the minotaur, and you do not see Master Yin. And Master Yin, you do, however. Everybody make investigation checks. Let's see who sees this.
Did we join them yet?
Yeah, you're up to him by now.
Okay.
So you can join him.
The nat 20.
17.
That's an 18.
Okay.
Nat 20, so 25.
Gotcha. So unless somebody else nat 20s, Krevlin sees it first.
Let me see. One
Wait,
second.
what check
What
is
is
it?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Okay.
16.
I'm gonna use luck and reroll.
Go for it.
All right, 17.
Okay, so Krevlin sees it first. It is the it is the bandana of Master Yin that's just laid against a tree, and there is blood on it.
Oof.
Who saw it first?
I did.
Aw, man.
So you show the rest. Yeah, you show the rest of the party.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna tie it around my arm.
Okay.
Give it back to him when we find him.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see him currently, but you don't know what the situation is either. So.
What do we see anything else? Like, is there any other like stuff on the ground? Like, do we see any of that potion that was 72-hour potion?
Yeah, so you don't see any poison. You don't see any like antidote other than what you guys had taken, which also, just from short resting and everything else, you guys are starting to feel a lot better. Once you long rest, anybody that has exhaustion, it'll be gone. So it does seem like the antidote is working. Amongst the rest of the bodies that you find some crossbows, some crossbow bolts, and I would say amongst the 3 guys in their coin purses, you guys probably find a total of about 70 gold.
Nice.
We want to take it. It's blood money. This is slave blood money. Do we take it or?
Yeah, 14 gold each.
Whatever.
We still haven't
Mine can
gotten-
go to the kids.
We still haven't gotten paid for the other thing yet.
Yeah, I mean, Master Yin's not walking around with coin on him, so you'll have to wait till
Yeah.
you get. Yes, let me
how
take
much-
out my pocketbook. How much do I
Actually,
have?
Daenerys got a good point. I'll
I'm gonna
put
give
mine
some to
with
the
the kids
kids.
too, because they're not going to have anything when they go back to wherever they're going necessarily. Some of these might be orphans.
I mean, if you guys are both giving your 14 gold, 28 gold is going to be more than enough to take care of 5 kids.
All right, well, then I'll keep my gold. No problem. That's what you want to do.
I guess I'll keep my 14.
That's
Can't
fine.
twist my arm.
I'll give up my 14 to the kids because
Wow.
they've been enslaved, so they need compensation.
Wow.
Where's our compensation?
Well, that's
You might be entitled
These
to
are-
compensation.
these are
Have you been in
some
mine
rich- these are
shafts
some rich
lately? Have you
kids.
been chased by demons? You might be.
No,
You
just
might have
justice.
be able to be a combination or compensated. All right, so yeah. At this point, you are in the middle of a forest that you're unfamiliar with. You do not have a map. It is dark, and all you find is the last area you were at. You still see the mountain opened area where like the wind flow is starting to go into the mountain a little bit, and it's getting much colder and much darker, much quicker.
Do we see where the blood leads? Is there like drops of blood leading a certain way that looks like his, or no?
Make another investigation check.
I mean, we just spent a lot of
Nice.
days.
20. 16 plus 4.
Okay. So you see blood splatter in various areas. Most of it is tracked back to the 3 people on the ground. You don't see any other blood trail leading anywhere else. And based on, since you got so high, based on the splatter consistency of it and where you found his handkerchief, or, well, yeah, his, like, bandana, your best guess is that blood splatter was from one of these guys.
Nice.
So
So
you
I'm
don't-
going to tell everybody that.
You
I'm
don't
like,
think
hey,
it's
like
you don't think it's his. You don't think it's Master Yi's
this.
blood.
I don't think this is Master Yin's blood. I think we need to. I think we should probably start heading back to the city because I have a feeling he might have headed back there. Because if it's not his blood, then he probably took care of what he needed to take care of.
Are the horses still around?
So the horses, based on where you guys would have left them, wouldn't have been like you wouldn't have brought them to this. So you can go further into the forest and check where you would have left. You could get back to where you left them. And this is not like other than that creature that you guess probably doesn't come outside of that cave very often.
He's chasing someone.
Yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of dangerous animals in this environment. So the horses are probably okay, but you'd have to go find them.
Maybe we should go find
let's
the
go find the
horses.
horses.
All right.
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah.
And then maybe make camp where we left the horses, and then like we just spent days traveling to
Yes.
here
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
I think
I
a long
don't
rest.
think that.
Yeah.
I don't think not. It's not like a GPS. I
Yeah.
don't think we need a
Yeah.
map to get back.
And you guys will also be pushing exhaustion if you continue too much longer.
Yeah, let's just go
Yeah.
find the horses and then camp.
All right, takes you about an
Yeah, I'm
hour.
down for that.
Takes you about an hour to locate the horses. They all seem to be in good health, hungry, but you know they're finding what edible grass around them they've found, so they're not like starving. But you're kind of getting more out of the trees at this point, and out of the mountains, and more towards the tall grass of the emerald fields again. So yeah, you find another suitable area for camp. Kind of cut down a little bit of the grass that's in the way. Make for a clearing, and then what is the
Wait, is Master Yin's horse here?
Master Yin's horse is here? Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think we should camp overnight here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast dancing lights
Okay.
for the kids.
Like jump up and try to grab it. One of them's sure he's got it, but he doesn't because it's magic.
Don't grab the lights. That's not impressive.
But it's fun.
I mean, they're for watching, not for grabbing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Krevlin.
All right, I'm gonna make them like the shape of people dancing,
Oh, they're like all
literally
clapping.
dancing lights.
Okay. And Olympia, are you taking any druidcraft balloon animal?
No, I just thought
Start-
about taking like maybe druid crafting or not, just taking the grass and kind of trying to fashion them as comfortable as a bed as possible. So
Okay, you start druid
adding so they
crafting
can
them.
sleep.
You start druid crafting them beds. One of them's like, "Wow, that's neat. How do you do that? Can you teach me?" I wanna be a
don't
druid.
know how to reply to that.
I want to be a druid. I love flowers
All
and
right.
grass and other things. They're like
Takes
all.
a
So now
very
before we
long
go to
time
bed,
learn.
I'd like before we go to bed, like I think we make camp, but then I want to cast identify on this box and stone that we
Okay.
found.
So, casting identify on the stone. Are you doing this through ritual?
No, I'm doing it with my packed slot.
Okay.
The
So
box or
so the box,
I'm-
the stone does not ascertain anything other than it's magical. It doesn't really tell you what. It doesn't have any special properties. It's just a magic stone of some sort. And then I think, does identify tell you what school of magic it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, properties, how to use it, whether it requires a tournament, how many charges it has, if any. You
Okay,
learn
no-
whether the spell are affected
No charges.
that are affecting the item, what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn the spell that created it.
Okay. No charges of any sort. So no usable functionality of it in that sort. The stone itself is conjuration. Formed by conjuration. And it was crafted by an entity that even though magic is trying to find it, something is blocking the source. Something more powerful than what you're capable of is blocking the source. And the box is definitely magical, and you can ascertain by looking at it and identifying that you're going to have to know the combination in order to open the box. So what you
Anybody
want
have any ideas on a 4-digit code that we could punch into this, or are we just gonna have to brute force crack
Anyone
this
know
thing?
Monroe's birthday?
All right,
While I'm
1111.
You're going to be here for a while.
1112.
So as you do
Anything?
11111 or whatever, just it goes like blue, blue, blue. The last one's red, and then they all back to nothing.
So is
Did
all the
anyone
ones
s-
right then?
What's that?
So since it's blue, 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 red, are the first
No,
three
so
right?
you're gathering that it accepts it until the fourth number, and then it checks if they're right, and then it starts over again. So that doesn't
Has
mean that they're
anyone
right.
seen any like? Does anyone have like any type of inkling on what numbers this could be? Like 4 numbers it could be.
Well,
So while
it's-
I'm journaling, I hear him talking about numbers, and I'll go over there
Uh-huh.
to talk to him about the numbers I saw on their heads.
Okay, go for it.
oh yeah.
So
I was trying not to meta it. I knew I just wanted so bad to say it. But I was trying like,
I mean, you can.
how can I do this without like?
Well, that's
I
true.
didn't want to open Pandora's box in Hell's Corner at the same time.
I was also at
she
the
didn't tell us.
I was also at the same time like, come on, guys! I literally gave you the 4 fucking numbers right before the
I
fucking.
knew, but my character doesn't know, so
I know, but it's just
what
like
the hell, Denari? What are you doing over there?
I was
You want to open Pandora's box in Hell's
Well,
Corner.
before Daenerys was trying to speak up and somebody else said something and she just waited her turn. I was like somebody let Daenerys fucking talk. All right.
Yeah, I was like,
I knew
damn,
she
guys.
I knew
Get out
she
of here, Daenerys. We're trying to figure out this
Yeah.
out.
Listen, you're not going to be any help unless you've got 4 magical numbers.
Well,
Get out of
wait,
here.
but-
I
but
know
what about
you
the
saw
stone?
something. You better effing tell me right.
What about the stone that goes on top? Do you think we should put that on there first or after?
It's up to you.
First,
No
do it.
idea.
Put the stone on it.
Let's put the stone on it, see what it
All right,
does.
So as you put the stone on it, it clicks into it, and as it does, the 4 numbers on it turn from their blue status to green.
Okay. Well, Krevlin, while down there, you guys all did have numbers on your heads. 4 numbers.
Number 1, boy.
And the order that they appeared in is 7, 4, 3, and 1.
I'm gonna punch in 7431.
Okay, as you punch in 7, 4, 3, 1, it
Explodes.
yeah, nuclear explosion.
over.
Everyone's dead.
Wasted.
Yeah, you just see the start over screen. Okay, so as as that happens, it 7, 4, 3, 1, and it all of them go from these green square sigils, and they start to spin, and each one starts spinning really really fast, and you just hear and the box opens. Inside it appears to be some type of amulet in the form of a necklace.
Ooh.
It itself looks like a old, like kind of like bronze brushed, like gold. Just like it's a very hard like color to like really say, but it's not natural. It does not look. It looks like it was made. It's not like a natural formation, and it basically in
Can I put it on?
in the center of it, it has what looks like a little closed cuff that's like closed, like two little
No.
halves that are closed.
I have one more identify.
Okay.
Instant identify.
All right.
I have an identity too if we need it.
I gotta check something real fast.
Oh, it's one of my cantrips, so yeah. If you need help, I got you.
And if it doesn't work, I can identify it again tomorrow. But this will be the last one I can do today. I don't have ritual identify. I have hacked invocation identify.
Just cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Okay. So
No, it's not 3 times.
So, yes, Krevlin, it is a magic necklace for sure. It does require attunement. It gives whoever is attuned to it when basically when held in the hand, it allows them to become invisible.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Have you attuned to it?
Just as you attune to anything else. Focus on it for 30 minutes and you become attuned to it.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. You start focusing.
I'm not gonna tell
Does that
anybody
mean
what
you're
it is
taking
for my
watch?
identify spell. I'm just gonna do
Oh
it.
yeah, he's got to take first watch to do it.
Okay. So, are you taking first watch?
Look at his face.
Oh,
What?
well, I think I would have been like so like intense and into it, and then I get it, and I'm like, look up, second. Oh, everybody's asleep.
You look up and everybody's just like, fuck this. Krevlin's busy, he can watch. Alright, make an investigation check for me real fast.
And that one
Oh,
plus 5
Oh.
for a 6.
Okay. So you're looking at the necklace and everything, and you start feeling the power kind of imbue you, like, oh shit. This is just like I thought it was. And as you're sitting there watching, kind of like keeping watch, you have it in your hand. All of a sudden, like from there, if they were awake from their vantage point, Krevlin in between all of you just vanishes. And Krevlin, as you vanish, you blink for a second and you're back. You don't see your friends. You're invisible, as far as you can tell. Like you can tell by looking at you that there's magic around you, being a magic user. And you're attuned to it, so you know what it does. As that happens and the slides open, there is a yellow, like, eye in the amulet that's looking back at you. And it looks like it's, like, looking right at you. And
Does it look like Ukathar's eye?
it's a yellow eye. The eye that you've seen in your, like, in your times talking to him and visions of him is also a yellow eye, but you don't have any way of knowing if it's the exact same source. At least not
Move
yet.
Move your head over a little bit. Does it look like that eye? Oh, yeah. Does it look like that eye?
Maybe. So as you're doing this and you like look around, you're in the same area, but you don't see your friends any longer. Like they're not laying there.
The horses are gone?
The horses are gone. It's just you in the same looking area, but everything around you, like Lord of the Rings, when
I was gonna say.
he puts the ring on and everything starts looking like it's like fluttering through time. That's kind of what it feels like. And you're
First
like,
the Balrog, now the One Ring.
and you're or the one amulet,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
you're looking around. You're looking around and you're holding it, and you look off into the distance of like the night sky through this, and you just see what does look like some type of massive entity in the distance. And as it does, it also has a yellow eye that opens, and it looks like it's heading towards you.
I'm going to take off this necklace.
Okay, you drop it, or what do you want? How? Because
Wait.
you're holding it. Holding it's how you activate it. So you just want to put it back around your neck.
Oh, Ukathar, is that you? If not, I'm going to go.
No response.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it. I'm not gonna. I don't
Okay,
wanna.
so you put it back around your neck and let go of it, and as you do that,
Yeah.
you're back with them. All of them have been murdered
This
because you
is
rolled a nat
not-
one. I'm just kidding.
This is not a necklace of invisibility.
You just see squirrels eating their ear. No, so yeah, they're all still sleeping where you left them. Nothing looks out of place, but you have like a big adrenaline rush from what just happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in that area, like where I saw whatever that big entity in the distance was.
Okay.
Anything?
Nope. Just the distant night sky cascading over the trees in the
Do
distance.
I get an idea of like, does this thing have charges? Like, if I were to do it again, would I just go invisible? And be invisible?
Identify did not sense any charges, and you're starting to gather that although it says it's an invisibility spell, you think there might be something more to it that Identify is not telling you, possibly a curse, or possibly like a port key to something else.
Cool. Can I take it off? Can I unequip it?
You want to unattune?
Am I able? Yeah, I'm able to.
You
I don't want to
spend
sleep with this thing on me.
sure. You spend the next 30 minutes trying to unattune from it, and you're able to unattune.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm gonna put it in a hidden pocket.
Okay, you got it. In a hidden pocket it goes. At that point, he finishes his watch. Who do you wake up?
Has it been 4 hours?
Yeah, I would say you get to that point unless you're doing something else.
Calanthe,
Olympi.
it's your turn. You had a nice, restful night's sleep. It's time for you to be awake for the day.
I will take watch. I'm glad no one disappeared on your watch again.
Oh,
Okay.
guess what? I did. I disappeared.
You disappeared?
This amulet. The children can't hear me, right?
No,
Fuck
they're all-
this amulet.
I think they're all safe.
One of
This
the
thing is
kids.
scary.
One of the
But
kids
it's
is like.
you.
One of the kids is like, fuck.
Oh, look,
I'm just kidding.
I used it. I'm gonna give it to you, but be careful with it because I used it. Right? I sat there, I concentrated on it, and then as soon as I could, all right. So I cast Identify on it. It says it's an invisibility necklace, right? That's super cool. But here's the thing: when I used it, I didn't just go invisible. You all disappeared, and then there were monsters in some other realm. Scary stuff. Try it. Try it.
Try
Yeah.
it.
Will I be
Try
cool if I
it.
try it? Will I be
Trust
cool?
me. You're gonna
You're,
be cool. You're gonna try it.
I
Peer
mean,
pressure?
yeah, Alex doesn't
Yeah.
know what's going on, so if Olympi wants to take his word for it and try it, you're welcome to.
You don't want to try it, nerd.
What a loser.
I try it.
I'll,
Look how cool I am. I'm pretty much the coolest one here.
Dude,
I mean, by
what
a
is this,
lot.
peer
I
pressure?
tried
You're
it.
like 40.
Yeah. What I dare say
is there a
about
peer
love,
pressure
you're
check?
good.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. But
Alright.
I want to see what that's all about.
All right, are you
Little
going
eyes
straight to
and
bed,
get ready
Krevlin, or
to go with
are you watching her?
I'm gonna watch.
Krevlin's a voyeur. He likes to watch. So, you hold the
For
amulet.
safety,
And you start for safety purposes, of course. You start focusing on it.
the safe word is yeah.
You want more of that? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
All right.
Famous last words.
Yeah, and they're dead. No, so you
do
focus
this.
on it. You focus on it, and you like open up your eyes and everything. And Krevlin, like as she's like focusing and then opens up her eyes, you just see her, and you're like, it worked. And
So with invisibility, like she would be there but invisible. I'm gonna reach out and touch the area where she should be now.
nothing there.
This is not invisibility.
So-
This is something- okay.
Alentha, you open your eyes and you are in the same area. There's nobody else around you, and as you're like sitting there, you get a very weird sensation that somebody's watching you. And as you like have the amulet in your hand, you look down. There is a yellow, actually moving yellow eye inside of it, looking at you and like looking at you as you're moving.
Is this the same eye that I saw in my dream the other night?
Make a history check.
Which one do I want? 14.
Yeah, it seems very similar. And that's what you're thinking about as you're like looking at it and kind of like, what the hell? And then not only do you see but you feel what feels like some type of hand on your back, and as it does, this black like hand with like these long nails of like this twisting black ichor goes over your shoulder, and you hear a whisper in the back of your head say, "There you are."
Rip that thing off so fast.
Okay, do you drop it?
Yeah.
All right, so Krevlin, you see her,
Rip it off.
ah, like that, and the clink,
Yay!
clink, clink,
Yay! Yay!
and it drops to the ground. And it drops to the ground. And it's closed back up.
I'm just like shouting the safe word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jenga, Jenga.
Oh my
Let
god.
me ask you
that was
just a real
freaky.
quick question, right? So there's this eye that I keep seeing in my skin, in my dreams, right? And it was there, for real, right?
There's an eye that
Have you-
I keep seeing, and it
Have
was
you
there.
ever heard the name Ukatar before?
I don't know. I don't think I have. I don't remember.
Okay. So there is somebody who is I kind of work for him. He's not a good guy. He's really
You
so
work for a
bosses.
not good guy.
Yeah, bosses are shit, let me tell you. Bosses are no
Preach.
good, right? Yeah, so my boss, not a good guy at all. His name's Ukatar. He's got that same yellow eye, and I wasn't sure if maybe it was the same, if you recognized it, anything like
So
that.
I had a
but,
dream the other
he
night
haunts-
of a yellow
He haunts
eye.
me in my dreams.
I
That's how bad of a boss this is. He haunts me in my dreams.
That's crazy. I've never heard that name. I don't know what's happening. I just have these nightmares, and I have a feeling that I've been there before, but I just don't remember.
Olynthe, while you're talking to him, make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah! Not good. 13. Not
Okay.
that bad.
So as you're like finishing that sentence, you just get you start getting super angry, and you can feel your back is on fire, and you can feel like feels like it's spreading your scar.
Why wouldn't you tell us about this before if you're working for a bad guy?
Yeah, her
Yeah, I told you.
demeanor has
I told you about
changed.
Krevlin's gonna have to go to HR.
I mean, he's a bad guy. I mean, why? What is he having you do? Why are you working for him? Are you gonna? Does he want something?
Yeah,
What is-
he has me kill bad people. It's
Wait a-
kind of what we do, is we kill bad people.
Olynthe,
So-
your head's starting to hurt.
You, bad people like that he thinks are bad, or you think are bad?
That I think are bad.
So
That was the
Olynthe,
agreement.
you for some reason that enrages you, and your eyes start turning black.
So what if your definition of bad differs from someone else just because you think they're bad, so you just
We-
killed them?
Yeah, we kill a lot of people. That's what we do.
Krevlin, her eyes are like pitch black right now, and you're starting to like,
That's-
what the fuck is happening?
I'm gonna back away. That's real scary. I'm gonna start backing away towards.
So you
like,
just kill
Rolo,
people who
maybe.
could be completely
Maybe it's time
innocent
to
just
wake up
because you
Rolo.
think they're bad.
Everybody else, you're
So you-
starting to wake up from this.
Okay.
And as she's screaming at you, Krevlin, and you're walking back, the amulet on the ground is starting to float. Like
I'm gonna grab that.
in relation to her anger.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
so
grab that.
do
Okay.
we notice all that's going on? That the
You guys wake up.
ambulance-
You guys wake up to the point that she's like screaming at him, and you see the amulet about 3 feet in front of her, and Krevlin runs up and grabs it.
Why
I
are
think
we
we should destroy
fighting
it.
this early in the morning?
Did
I
you
haven't
guys
even gone
know
to
that
bed
he
yet.
works for a bad guy and he's killing people? He's just killing people.
We are
You just
all
randomly
killing
kill
Been
people?
killing
It's
a
what-
lot of people.
We are killing a lot of people.
You see her
But it's
eyes just pitch black.
Yeah. She's mad at me for killing people. It's what we do. And look at her eyes. She's getting kind of like weird and scary. I think I need to go to HR.
I'm so sorry.
You work
I'm
for a
trying to
bad
keep a
guy.
straight face.
Interrupt her trance or something?
It's just I'm so angry because what if they're not really bad people? What if they're just misunderstood?
As she says
Yeah,
that,
like those cultists.
as she says that, you're starting to calm down a little bit, and like your eyes start coming back to normal color, and you still have a lot of questions, but you're not as pissed as you were. You're kind of like, oh, maybe I was overreacting.
I just don't think it's fair to just kill people for one person thinks they're bad. What if they had different motivations to do something bad? What if they have a family that they're trying to save?
What if they're
That's
trying to
all
kill
the
your
ways.
family and they think your family's
But we
bad?
don't
like this
know.
all
Only
works.
Krevlin knows. He decided
just
someone's
killed all
bad without
those
knowing the
cultists.
story.
Did you kill anyone, Krevlin, that we weren't like cool with killing?
There's all those
Yeah,
cultists that we just killed.
what happened
The
to Grimly?
bandits that we killed.
What happened to Grimly?
Didn't he just leave? I mean,
Yeah, didn't he
I
just
You
would
thought
in
he was a
his
bad
shoes.
guy?
You know
Did
what
he just
I also
disappear?
found? This bottle of whiskey. Who wants a shot in the morning? I do.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna go to
do.
sleep.
I want a stiff drink.
I'm gonna put this amulet into like a hidden pocket, but in a way that nobody can see.
All right, pocket
I'm
27
just
it
gonna
is.
storm away and cool down for a little bit.
Make sure your name
I-
and number and where you're putting these things, Krevlin.
That's a 21 for sleight of hand, so nobody knows which pocket I put it in.
Everybody go ahead and make just perception checks.
So I say she's not even trying. She's very
I was gonna
confused.
say,
That's
what's your
why she
passive
woke up to an
perceptions?
argument.
I'm
A
gonna
22.
like I'm gonna do something with that, so don't worry. A 22.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Nixie,
I
22.
got a 9.
Okay, yeah, you definitely don't see it. Nixie, what's your passive perception?
Oh, passive?
Well, yeah.
Passive is only a 13.
Okay, passive with that. So yeah, Daenerys, you notice something, but you don't exactly see what he's doing. What's your
Okay.
passive, Olynthe, and what'd you roll?
My passive is 14 and I got a 10.
Okay, yeah, you don't see anything. You're too angry to. Like, you're calming down, but you're still
I'll
angry.
follow after Olynthe.
And Rolo, what'd you get?
My passive is. How do I see where my passive perception?
It'll be in
Oh,
the.
14.
Yeah, so you've been. the
And then I
bottom
rolled a 15.
left. Okay, yeah, you don't like you notice Krevlin's doing.
29.
Yeah, you notice Krevlin's doing something, but you don't exactly see what he's putting away.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, so whatever you guys want to do at this point, we're getting close to done, but we'll let you finish this interaction.
I'm
I
going
had
to
stormed
sleep.
away to cool down.
Okay.
I'm going after her.
Okay.
What did you do, Krevlin?
What'd you do?
Guys, that amulet. So I use it, and it says I cast Identify. It says it's an amulet, a necklace of invisibility. I went invisible except for y'all disappeared. I was in an alternate dimension, looked just like here, and there was some crazy scary monster with a big yellow eye. So when she woke up, I was like, "Hey, try this. Check this out." So then she tried it, and then she freaked out. She flipped out big time on me, and she just started screaming nonsense.
Dude, I want to
Crazy
try it.
stuff.
Dude, let me have a go. You see one of the
Yeah,
kids
I
go,
mean, just
me
all
next, me
all I can
next.
say is keep it away from her. Keep this thing away from Olynthe.
The kid's like,
Well,
me next, me
if
next.
you know what this thing says, Krevlin, then I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, and I can try it. And then if you see
can
me
try it.
struggling,
How
take
about-
it
listen,
off.
How about you just have to drop it? You can just drop out of it right away. But
Okay,
here's the
yeah.
thing: maybe just like nobody else tries it anymore because it scared the crap out of me, and it made her go crazy. So how about nobody else tries this? I mean, I'm not going to stop you. Y'all are adults, but maybe just don't. It's just not a good idea.
Are we gonna get
Yeah.
destroy it, or because
I don't know if we
maybe
can
there's
destroy
something
it, but
in
I
here
can tell you
that
that
helps us
I don't
figure
know.
something
I don't know
out?
if I want to destroy it, but I can tell you I don't want anybody else
So-
using it because it seems scary, and I don't want to bring that attention down us.
Yeah, magic items are very,
And
very hard to
Her
destroy.
eyes went black, and she just started screaming nonsense, and she was so mad at me.
You'd have to
Because
find. Oh god.
She was mad at me for killing people, but like that's what we do. Like we're mercenaries. We kill people. They give us gold to kill people.
I
She's
seem to
the one that
remember.
To do a lot
I
of
seem to
stuff.
remember
her
Olynthe
being
killing
the one
some
that
people.
She's the one that killed the Minotaur and the guy's assistant.
That is true.
That's the one that got us all in trouble.
Technically,
just
yeah,
accomplice.
technically, Daenerys did it.
She's-
But that's,
She's mad at me.
I left her with the spider lady.
I was just
Daenerys a
an
bad
accomplice.
bitch. What a devil thing to do.
I'm trying to make this
I
world
will
a better
trust you,
place
Krevlin.
by ridding the world of really, really bad people. And she's mad at me. And she's the one that killed that Minotaur.
And that was
I trust
me.
you. Well, let's get some sleep then. I'm tired.
All right, well, I'm going to
Just
sleep
woke
next to
up.
you, Rolo. In fact, I'm going to use you as a pillow because I don't want her to kill me in my sleep. I'm scared of
That's
her.
okay. I think she'll be okay.
Krevlin, you wake up to inside a hyena's mouth.
Right?
Chomp.
Chomp!
Rolo,
And
you seem like a good big spoon.
done. You guys
Watch
want me to,
Rolo be the little spoon and everyone's his
you guys
jet
want me to
mom.
put on a little Barry White or?
No, it's not sexual. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
sexual. It's just about safety.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's
I
fine.
feel so
Yeah.
safe.
Safety
I got
It
my
makes
first.
me feel
pants
so
on.
safe.
I've got my pants on. It's just like
Well,
long
pants to
johns.
bed.
You just have your long johns on.
Yeah, I wear pants to sleep
Little
in. Are
little
you
butt
crazy?
flap in the back that's not closed all the way. Big ass cheek.
Yeah.
My tail sticks out.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, you guys all at that point, no more events for the night. If nobody else is gonna try to use the amulet, you
Yeah, no.
you
We
Well,
walked
I went
away.
after-
that's fine.
Yeah, I went after Linty.
You all achieve a
Yeah,
long
they still have
rest.
to come back.
Yeah, you all achieve a long rest, and we're gonna pick back up with Alinthi and Daenerys walking away, and you guys all kind of getting what little sleep you needed to achieve a long rest.
Perfect.
And we will pick back up there. Let me take a quick look. Just a second. So we got, let's see, January 30th or the 23rd. 23rd or the 30th. What's better for everybody?
30th is fine.
30th.
Either one works for me.
All right, 30th. I guess we'll plan on the 30th then.
30th it is.
All right, guys. So this adventure will continue on the 30th. All right. Good job
Bye, everybody.
and good
Bye.
night.
Thanks for coming to see us.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Again, subscribe and hit that bell notification. Everybody knows the rules. And that'll let you know when we're streaming. But we will see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you guys.